Yo, let's see if we are back. Let's see. I think we should be live now. Let's make sure we. Oh God, Colin, go back in the cave. All right, can y'all hear me?
Hello.
Coming in the case.
This isn't the part where you talk, Colin. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, can y'all hear me? Anyone watching, can you hear me? Okay. All right, we are back. Can y'all hear Mark? Mark, are you with us, Mark?
Yes.
Can y'all hear him? Say something else, Mark. Say a few things since you like ranting.
Hello. This is your JTV television champion here.
Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear? Okay, they can hear him. I think they can hear you. All right,
Okay.
so let's get back to it. We apologize for the inconvenience, folks. We're live, but we are back,
Okay.
and I guarantee you, we're going to give you a better show than we would have given you any other video. All right. So that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave the other video up if you for the introduction, but we're going to continue right here. We're not going to waste anybody's time. So you cited frustrations with Billy and the Random Mason.
Yeah.
You had the situation, you know, what happened and Billy departed, and then there was a big opportunity for you to really come out, for you to really speak your mind. And, you know, just let everybody know, like, look, I'm here, I exist. Do you remember that I used to be a champion? Do you remember that I used to be a potential top guy in JTV wrestling? You know, you made this loud noise, and all of a sudden you snapped and you started putting your hands on people and choking them out and everything. So it is very interesting to me. It is very interesting
Mhm.
to me, Mark, because it's like, you know, you've just completely snapped. And
Yeah.
common sense, you know, obviously you snap because of that frustration you just cited, you know, in the Random Aces,
Mhm.
and you took yourself into this mode, this madness. It's almost like you became a rabid animal, and
Yeah.
you
Trevor Wolverine.
you threw your name in the hat. You threw your name in the hat, and it paid off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You became the champion. Why do you think it's so important to you to, you know, with what you've accomplished at Ultimate Showdown, getting back the championship, do you think that you got the confidence back?
Yeah.
You think that you're back to being who you regularly are?
Yeah. I mean, originally I didn't really want to be in a tag team.
Right. You wanted to be by yourself. You wanted to prove
Yeah.
yourself. Right.
As always.
Right.
And then when he did what he did, no names, no names,
No name. Hmm.
but what he did was a mistake. He did exactly what I did back then,
Okay.
but it
I don't
was
think it was really the same, but you
it
know.
was similar.
So
But
so you got this championship.
yeah,
Where do we go now? Now that you have this championship, now that you're the television champion, what does this mean for the roster? What does this mean to you?
I want to be a fighting champion.
You want to be a fighting champion.
Unlike Matt Dagger,
Oh shit, man.
I
Okay.
want to break. I I want to break Troy Jackson's record for
That
that title.
that definitely sounds like a goal, man. I've not heard anybody say that one. That's new. You want to break Troy
Troy
Jackson's record. Troy was a pretty good television champion, Troy Jackson.
Troy Jackson, I have nothing but respect for.
Right.
but the guy he's connected to, kind of hard to respect him with how his dramatic shit is going.
Um, well, I mean, Corey's had issues for the longest time. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with Corey to have issues. You know what I mean? But I mean, he's an interesting one and a different topic. But let me turn the attention to a different topic. Let me ask you about someone whose attention you got. You said because I got an opportunity to talk to Maverick recently. And
Yeah.
when I talked to Maverick, it turns out I don't know where it was exactly. I guess it was somewhere in the comments somewhere. You had said something about him being garbage or something like that. You had talked some trash to him. And
Yeah, I did say that.
right, well, he didn't take it the right way, and he was pretty upset about it. And I'm kind of curious what what seems to be your distaste for Maverick?
I ain't taking nothing from him. I'm just thinking he's not in my league.
Why is he not in your league? You don't think he's good enough?
He's not really. I don't. He's been in and out of JTV before, hasn't he?
Right.
Kind of like someone else that used to be a JTV world champion.
Well, I mean, you were
Not
out.
going to say his name.
You were out. You were out of JTV too, Mark. What is your point?
Yeah, but that wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault, Mark.
That was the people that were getting in my head.
But
remember?
who's responsible for your actions? That's how that goes, Mark.
Partly mine.
So about Maverick, though.
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
I mean, he's a good leader for those misfits for the guided toys. But he's a good clown.
A good clown.
But could he be a babyface clown?
A baby. I'm trying to process everything. So you just don't think he's good enough. You think he's a piece of trash or something. You think he belongs in JTV?
In ring wise, he's got a lot of potential.
Sure, absolutely. I don't think he would be signed to this roster if he didn't.
But when it comes to other things, like, well, first off, he's leading around a bunch of AIs.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, that's okay. You're taking some shots on shooting the shit. I like it. He's around a lot of AIs. Oh, you think he's kind of delusional?
Kind of like how Keith Ocean was.
Yeah. But do you think he's delusional or what?
Not necessarily delusional, but
I mean,
I don't think
he's with a bunch of AIs. You know, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Recto and Big Cliff, I ain't got nothing against them, but wouldn't it be making more sense if actual people were helping him?
And I get you there. You know,
there's potential there with me and him.
Yeah, definitely. But it's interesting. You say potential. Will you
and Maverick? I want to formally challenge you to a match at the Japan Tour.
Baby, life's what you make. Wait, Jay, where the hell am I?
Hey,
Maverick, welcome to the show. This is Bizarro
Wait.
Land with Mark
Wait,
Bannon.
Wait, where am I? What?
Welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 1. Hey, this ain't my show, man. I was
Damn it. No, I was trying to hack into God, okay. Oh, what the hell? Wait, is that Is that Marky Mark? Is that Marky Mark?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that's
Is
Mark.
that Marky Mark Bannon?
Enough
Marky
with my
Mark.
family nicknames, okay?
Oh, Marky Mark. Hey, how's it going, buddy? How's it hanging, buddy?
How's your cup? How's your League of
Come on, I bet
AIs
you can
going?
spit it out. You can spit it out. Come on, get it out.
Oh,
Let's
How's
go.
your League of AIs going?
How's my what?
League of AIs going.
Oh, how's my group of AIs going? Yes, Cliff and Recto. Well, see, it seems that they're more relevant than you've ever been. It looks like you winning the TV title is
You're
what's
not a-
made you relevant, huh? Well, let me
First off,
explain
Maverick.
something to you, Mr.
First-
Marky Mark. No. Your time is up. It's my time
How
to talk,
about
all right?
shutting your mouth?
Shut your mouth, Marky Mark. Listen, it's my time to talk, all right? All right. Y'all listen, all right? Everybody
Talk too
listen.
much.
My name
It's dumbass.
is Maverick. Hell of a guy, right? My name is
Outside the
Maverick.
character.
Hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Listen,
Uh,
Mark, you talk way too much. All right?
No,
You forget to add in a
no, you
lot
don't
of
talk.
details.
You
No,
talk too
Mark,
much.
Mark, your time to talk is up. Don't make me cut your tongue out of your mouth, buddy.
Don't make me
Listen.
get Keith Ocean in here.
Oh, Keith Ocean, yes. Mark, it seems like you have forgot to leave a little bit of details out, my friend. Let me explain. Jay, this is shooting the shit. Is that what you said? Shooting the shit.
shooting the shit. Yeah,
So does that mean I can shoot the shit, Jay?
it means
Because he is shit.
it means you can
Okay.
shoot the shit however you feel. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yes.
it's my time to talk, Mark. So I want you to listen to me, Marky Mark. All right. The only thing you've got going for you right now is you're named after Mark Wahlberg. All right. Mark Wahlberg is more over than you'll ever be. So let's
My real first
continue.
name, dumbass.
Let's continue. Hey, are you finished talking, or do you need to? Are you constipated? Like, what's going on? You're not really.
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not really making any sense, buddy. So listen, buddy. All right, let me talk. Let the big boys talk. All right. Listen. Listen. Right. You left some little bit of details out, my friend, and I want to add those to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to add those to you. And as the great Kevin Impact
Hey,
once said,
there's a banana
talk
peel
it,
behind
amigo.
you.
Hey, I'm not done yet, Mark. You talk too much. Shut your mouth. All right, let me finish talking. All right, I talk too much. You're the one that's interrupting, dumbass. Give me a minute. All right, here we go. All right, let me speak. So first of all, all right, you, right? What was it that you said after Mr. Shinden, Mr. Shinden joined BKS? What was it that you said? That's right. Ever since then, all that Mark Bannon's been trying to do is become relevant by joining BKS, but keeps getting shut down. Man, it's wild, right? But then, what does Mark say after he gets shut down by BKS? You know, I wouldn't mind joining the freak show. And taking out BKS. Why is that, Mark? Why is that, Mark?
That's for me to know and for you to find out.
Oh, for me to know and for you to find out. Okay. All right, understood. Well, let me explain something to you, Mark. Okay? Something that you need to get through your thick little redneck skull, all right? Here we go. All right? Listen.
First off, I'm not really that much of a redneck anymore because I've kind of X'd that.
It doesn't matter. Just shut your mouth, all right? All right, here we
How
go.
about you know your relatives put this fucking mouth?
Nobody cares. All right, here we go. Listen. All right, you let the big boys talk now, okay? Okay?
Shut up,
Punta,
Dick.
you let the real men talk, okay? Punta. Okay, here we go. All right.
I'm more
All
of a
right.
man than you ever will be.
All right. All right, sure. Anyways, here we go.
Because you're
If
bleeding
you
around the
were
purple AI.
hey, listen, if you were a real man, you would have been relevant years ago like Freak Show, all right? So here we go. Anyways.
I was relevant a lot longer than you.
Okay, you just keep talking. Are you going to let me talk, honey boo boo? You're not going to let me talk? Is that what's going to happen? Because if we want to get real down, don't
Go
you rednecks
ahead.
like the hey,
Go
don't you
ahead.
like don't hey
Go on.
listen,
Go,
listen,
the clown.
listen. Hey, you going crazy right now, honey boo boo. Listen, let me talk to you for a minute, okay?
Shut
You
up.
you're hey, doesn't rednecks like that song Save a Horse Riding Cowboy? Well, you can save a horse and you can ride me anytime, cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Not to be gay, Jay, I'm so sorry. Jay, I shouldn't have said
I
that.
don't listen
Jay,
to country music.
Jay, I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways, listen. Let the big boys talk, Mark. All right. Let me tell you what I got to say. Okay. First of all right. You sit there and you've said before, oh, Maverick's not relevant. Maverick's not relevant. The freak show is not relevant. So let me explain something to you, Jay. I apologize for everything that I'm about to say. I just want you to know that. All right.
I believe you.
Mark, let me level with you for a minute, Mark. When I first joined JTV, I came in with some of my friends, and guess what? They decided that it was time to leave. They didn't enjoy it here, so we left. I was a follower, not a leader. And so guess what I decided to do? I left with them. So when I left with them, a few years later, I contacted Mr. J Kid here, and I said, Jay, I would love to return to JTV Wrestling. Jay, is this not a true story?
It is true.
All right. So I joined JTV back, and I became one of the hottest stars in Next Gen history. Is this not true, J Kid?
Right.
All right.
Correct.
If you want to go check Kevin Impact's Corner on the JTV website, he even says this. Now, some other names are mentioned in there, but you don't want it. Jay, I told you I was so sorry about everything that I was going to say. You know that I love you, baby girl. Anyways, let me continue. Listen.
Yeah.
Mark, when I joined JTV back, the first thing I did was I went straight for the head. And guess what that head was? It was Mr. Shinden, right? TLK Shinden. Right, the king of legends, right?
Don't be talking about him.
Mark, I'm not done yet. Mark, I'm not done yet. Let me finish. Not done yet, Mark. Anyways, so I come out, I start fighting, I start going for the head honchos. And guess what I had, Mark? Something that you've never heard in your entire life. I heard I had a match of the year. Something that you've never heard, right? All right. So we continue on. We continue on, right? And then I had a match with Shinden again. And guess what that match was? Another match of the year contender. Something you'll never hear. So that's two for me. Man, I'm on a roll. Hey, I'm not done with you. All right? Shut your mouth. All right? Just shut up. Not done yet.
You talk too much.
Listen.
A clown.
So listen. Right? What did I do? What did I do, Mark? I started. Mark, man, you just can't shut up, can you? Jeez.
No, go fuck yourself.
Anyways, so what I ended up doing, right, was not done yet. Anyways, so I ended up joining the Mega Rush roster, right? But guess what happened? When I tried to join the Mega Rush roster, a man once tried to take me over, and his name was SYM. Sorry, Jay, I told you I was gonna be sorry. Anyways, this man tried to take me over, and guess what? I didn't know what to do.
You believe me?
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do at all. And so I was told that I was going to be joining a group called The Freak Show. Have you ever heard of The Freak Show, Mark?
Yeah, the one that Draskell.
Yeah, right.
Draskell was more relevant than you.
Oh, really? Well, we're about to get to that, Mark. Man, you know the story of spoiled stories, don't you? Woo! Man, what a bitch. Sorry, guys. Anyways, y'all got to let me finish talking. I'm not done
yet. And then you had a problem with him.
Mark. Whose story is this to tell? Not Mark Bannon's, not Mark Brown's, not Marky Mark's. It is Maverick's story to tell. All right?
Here we go.
Woo! Man!
Do not mention my government name.
Man, you crazy.
Man, let's just hear what he has to say, Mark. Yeah? Let the man speak.
Okay.
Here we go. All right? Here we go. What did I do? I joined the Freak Show. And I was always told, and Jay, I want to get some confirmation from you on this, buddy. All right? Yeah. Baby girl, here we go. All right. I joined the freak show and was told I was going to be second rate. Is this true, Jay Kid?
It appears that way, yes, Maverick.
Yes, yes. So I joined the freak show to be a member of Draskell's army. So I joined, and everything that I'm told to do, I do. Is this true, Jay Kid?
Nice little soldier, right to the T.
Yes. I listened to everything I was told to do. Bullshit was filled in my head. And what did I do? I showed myself off, right?
Right.
So here's what happened. Mark, because I'm almost done with you. You say that Draskell was more relevant than I was and made the freak show more relevant than it ever has been. Well, let me explain something to you, Mark. Draskell decided to leave, to turn his back on Jay Kid here. Did Maverick decide to do that? No, he did not. Maverick has stayed here. You want to say that I've left JTV before and you've always been here? Man, I guess you don't know what mental health issues is. Listen.
Yes, I do.
Listen. The simple fact of it is I left because Maverick needed a break. Maverick needed to focus on himself. But then when he comes back, the ratings have shot up. Do you remember Rage in a Cage, Mark? Do you remember Rage in the Cage, or were you even on the card? Because I don't remember seeing your match. Listen, though. Guess who came up with that idea? Jay, who came up with the idea of Rage in the Cage?
All you, Mav. That's all you.
Maverick. Those views, that show is up to the top. Up to the top. So, Mark, let me explain something to you. Did I get knocked out? Did I get knocked out by Mike Tyson? Sure I did. Yeah, at Ultimate Showdown 5, I did. But I'm a changed man now, Mark. You sit here and you say, "Oh, I'm the JTV World Heavyweight, JT, whatever. I don't care." The simple fact of it is, Mark, don't come for me. Because, Mark, you may say that you're relevant, but if you were actually that relevant, you wouldn't need a group like BKS. You wouldn't need a group like the Freak Show. You wouldn't be telling all these people in BKS, "I'll do whatever it takes, man. Just let me join." Nobody wants you, Mark. Nobody wants you, Mark. So, Mark, I'm going to give you a chance to respond, but I heard you say before I came in that you want to challenge me a Japan tour for a match, correct? So let me ask you something. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a chance to respond, Mark. Go right ahead, and then we can finish this up.
What was the question again?
Oh, I'm just giving you a chance to respond, Mark.
First off, do not ever mention my government name again.
Oh, Mark, it's just me trying to get under your skin, buddy. That's all it is. You wanted to get under my skin, but when somebody pays you the favor back, you decide to get upset. It doesn't make any sense, Mark. You give and you take, buddy.
I stay in character. I don't mention people's. I do not mention people's government name.
Mark.
I really don't.
Mark.
Huh?
The match, Mark.
You
said you want to challenge this man to a match in Japan.
Yeah. Okay. Maverick.
Yes. Yes, my friend.
How about you and me in Japan?
Mark, it's funny that you say that and try to offer me that challenge. But it's funny because this match has already been made official. Because I asked for this match forever ago. Is this not true, J Kid?
It's official. Maverick.
Oh, but wait, there's one more thing. Jay, do you want to tell him the news, or do you want me to tell him the news?
Hey, mic's all yours.
Mark Bannon, since you want to challenge me to a match at Japan Tour,
Mm-hmm.
not just a match. This match is officially for the TV title, and I don't need your permission because this match is official. Is this right, Jacob?
It's official, Maverick.
Any thoughts, questions, concerned, Mark?
Look, Maverick, I have no problem it being for the TV title.
Okay. Then it is settled. I like the sound of this. You two been talking a lot of blasphemy, and it's about time. I want to see both of you guys beat the shit out of each other. I'm looking forward to it on commentary with Chris Conscience.
And
Hey, I'm not finished talking, Mark. You ain't going to
Okay.
interrupt me. All right. You may be the future, but you could be the past real quick. I'll get my ass back in that ring if I need to. But besides that, this is your time. JTV Japan Tour 2023. It is on. Maverick versus Mark Bannon for the JTV television title. Top that if you can.
Maverick,
Yes, Marky Mark?
you at Japan Tour will see a different side of me.
Mm,
You say that every time, Mark. It doesn't matter. Just bring your A game. That's all I ask, Mark.
Because I'm going to let him in.
Oh. Too much. This is too much. This is too much for these folks to handle now. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Now, Mark, you can say that. You can say that, Mark. That's completely fine. But Mark, it's just like I told you. You're gonna experience a new Maverick, hell of a guy that you've never experienced before. Never experienced before. And Mark, you can disgrace that all you want to, the line that you just said, because Mark, it's just like a man once said, Mark, the next time you see me, run.
The only person that's going to be running is you.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Okay, Marky Mark, we'll say, hey, why don't you come out to a song by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? I love to
Because I'm
dance,
breaking.
and I would love to see that.
Because I am going to break Troy Jackson's record.
All right. That being said, folks, I think we've heard enough here. I think in the Japan tour, we're going to see how things go. Looking forward to that match. Mark, we want to thank you for being on the show tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Take it easy, brother.
Anytime.
All right, brother. We'll
Yeah.
see you around real soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, folks, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Colin Klein right now. Colin Klein and AJ Jenkins, I think we got. Somebody snoring. Well, I feel like I'm on an episode of Blues Clues.
Huh?
Colin,
Oh.
wake your bitch ass up.
Oh,
Yo,
fuck.
We live, Colin.
Come
Get up.
on, Colin, man. What the fuck you
Get
doing?
up.
Oh my
Get up, Colin. We
God.
live.
Wake
we
your
live.
Damn it.
ass up.
That must have been a
live.
great promo. Shame I missed the whole thing.
The fuck, man.
Mm.
You can't be falling asleep like that. This ain't BCW, man.
Mm.
Fuck, get it
We
together.
are live. We are
Shit.
live, Colin.
Man, I haven't
And
fallen asleep like that since.
and it-
Never mind.
Anyways, we got a show we got to do, man. It's time to shoot the shit for the first time ever. All right,
Come on. For the first time, Colin. Come on.
you know.
Mm.
And
Do the introduction, Colin. This is
I
unprofessional.
got some good
Look, man, shut the fuck up. All right, I just
Oh.
woke up.
Hey, I got some good news for you, Colin, for your first episode. Since Keith Ocean's bitch ass couldn't be here tonight, even though he's on the poster right
Not
there,
surprised.
I decided to make a phone call and have another special guest here tonight to aid you guys in this entire breakdown of Ultimate Showdown number 5 and the Cash in the Case match, which we're about to talk about in a little bit. Now, this person, he's a big legend in wrestling that's coming in here to join you guys here tonight before I step out. This man is a former JTV World Heavyweight Champion.
Lowrider.
This man is someone who's been very influential to JTV Wrestling for quite some time, a very, very good friend of mine, and somebody who I'm probably going to be friends with for the rest of my life, to be honest with you.
Oh my God, it's Draskell.
I want to.
Oh my God.
Oh God. So anyway, I want to take this time to introduce who's going to be with you guys on the panel here to break this thing down and have some fun. Please welcome me. All right, now. With that being said, we are here live shooting shit episode 1. Collins, your show. Do you want to break this thing in or what? Go ahead, take over.
Yes. Okay, guys. So we are here to dissect Ultimate Showdown 5, and shut the fuck up, AJ. I want to talk about the Cash in the Case match.
Man. You can't say that shit on.
You can't say fuck on TV.
They're gonna take us off the fucking air. God damn it!
Mark almost said nigga, and we almost got in trouble. He almost said it. You could have heard it.
Wait, he's almost said I can't say that. I'm not Billy Ray Dog. Yeah, anyways,
you better,
ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna talk. We are gonna talk about the Cash and the. We are gonna
we gotta do the matches in order, Colin. Fucking order, you fucking imbecile.
He knows we gotta do it in
AJ.
order. I think he's just alluding to the Cash in the Case, right, Colin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm looking at the match card. Okay, so what do we have first off? It's popping up.
Whoa. Well, YouTube, what do you want to talk about? Now you go ahead.
Oh God, do we really have to talk about this match?
Right.
Okay.
You go first, Colin.
We are going to break down the bikini match with all those bikini-clad bimbos. With
I don't think that's the first thing that we got to talk about.
I hope not. I'm hoping we can just skip over the Ocean and Gettys, but
no. Let's talk about this, and y'all could join in. Let's wait, what in the hell? Now I'm confused.
Whoever made that shit is fired.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right. So let's talk about Conscience. Chris Conscience.
Yes.
Conscience opened up Showdown 5. Came out, theme song and everything. Sunglasses, white suit.
Yeah.
Very flashy.
So, Colin, you can continue from here.
Right. So he came out and he opened up Showdown. I think he did one hell of a job.
Yeah.
Hang on. But AJ, did you want to take it from here? Since you seem so excited to be here.
I'm barely getting paid for this, but okay. So anyway, Conscious opened up Showdown. Then next thing you know, after he talked, we met by a new chick, and I do not want to say her name wrong. She did her little interview.
Cut right there.
Oh no.
We could talk about that, but cut real quick. We're not going to just skip over Conscience like that. Real quick.
Nah.
Let me just say something. I don't know what it means to everybody, but for me, I think that a man who's been in a wheelchair for over 19 years and has got enough sense and enough balls to be man enough to make an adult decision when they need to deserves a lot more credit than that. Now, Chris Conscience is a good friend of mine. God bless Chris Conscience. I apologize about my background. Somebody spamming the box office said everybody loves me. But Conscience, I want to show love and respect to real quick because Conscience is the third eye that we've always needed in JTV. He is the mind. In many ways, he reminds me of Bobby the Brain Heenan. He reminds me of a lot of people. It doesn't matter. But this man is a genius. This man is my second half when we get on that stick and we do what we do in this goddamn business, in this industry, CAW, whatever the hell we do, we put the shit together. And when I'm not fucking it up, we can actually do something really special when we're on the mic. Okay. Now, I will do my very best the next time we hear from Conscience to put together the best version of you guys being able to hear this man clearly in his mindset, even if I got to come out of the pocket to do that. All right. Because Conscience is a gift from we're on commentary. So shout out to him. Over 19 years in a wheelchair. I'm sorry for putting that out there, but some might say it's a tearjerker. You call it whatever you want. I would say that this man deserves respect for, that's a long time, okay? To not be able to do things like everybody else. And this is what he loves. This is his goddamn passion, is JTV wrestling. To be on commentary with me or to be out there smacking the shit out of Will Smith. We'll get to that later on. This is what Conscience is all about. So big shout out to the third eye from the kid. All right now. So
sorry that we forgot.
Moving past Conscience. Let's talk about this and let's irritate the host here. You know what I mean?
Wait, we forgot the American opening first. We got to talk about
yes.
that. Give him a little break. Let's give him a little break.
Okay, well,
we got to give him a little break.
What's your take on it? You know what I'm saying?
I love America. Sometimes I hate it, but you got to love America.
But it was
now we can talk about Colin and Barry.
It was a beautiful presentation. Oh. You know, I thought that, like, you know, you had the different people in the background that influence America. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X being on there, I think it's just, it goes to show the legitimacy that we have as a CAW product, you know, to showcase.
Yeah, how far we come too, yeah.
Come again?
How far America come, how far we come, all of that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shows during that little package
right.
while the song was being performed.
It kind of hits you a little different since you're Canadian, huh, Colin?
I love America.
Oh God. I'm you guys know that I myself am not American.
Well, no shit.
I'm actually from up north. Yes.
No shit. Yeah.
But you know, this country has given me the opportunity to perform in front of an amazing crowd.
Right.
And you know, I'm grateful for that opportunity. You know, thank you guys for giving us a chance to entertain you. And my phone is dying. I'm gonna go charge it.
So
stick a battery in it, because I'm gonna need you for the show. Goddamn it!
All right. So next we have, after America the Beautiful, Colin Klein come out as he was unofficial. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he is the official host for JTV Ultimate Showdown 5.
Well, he was.
So
you're saying that
this
like
was one of my favorite parts.
Like he's.
Hi, Colin.
Oh, go away, Perry.
Oh, what the hell?
This was one of my favorite parts.
Is that Maverick?
Oh, no.
Yes, that is.
I was wondering because Maverick's supposed to still be here. Welcome back to the show, Maverick.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Thanks.
So yes, so Colin Klein hosted. He was the host, and then also he found out that he got a co-host, which is his lovely roommate, Perry Perez. PCP.
Perry, get out of my room. Sorry about that.
His lovely roommate, and they talk a lot of things going down. Then as we continue on with Showdown 5,
hold on now. We gotta make this thing a lot more interesting. You know,
no. There's nothing interesting about it.
This is JTV Pro Wrestling. You ain't gonna get away from this shit. Colin might be the host, but I run the show, man. I want to know. I want to know right now.
Do y'all be fucking?
What's the?
No.
All right, so moving on to the next question.
I want to know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Colin, I want to know.
No.
Hey,
let's move on.
David Arquette. Corey.
I already got I got a woman in my life. Her name is Perry. She's better.
You want to?
All right, moving on.
You want to say something about that real quick? Without taking us around the world.
I swear. Please, no.
Colin, I'll say it for you. I'm not scared. I'll say it for you.
Shout out to
let's just keep it real here for a moment, all right? Please. Like, legitimately this year you appear to have, you know,
Yeah.
come into a relationship, obviously, with Jocelyn. You know what I mean? If we're
Yeah.
breaking the fourth or fifth wall, how many they are, you know, we're obviously going off the script here. But
Wait,
Yeah.
you,
Colin, you're cheating. You're cheating on me.
Well,
Hello?
yes, Maverick. You know, Jocelyn gives me something that you don't have. You know,
oh,
Pussy.
oh, God damn it,
exactly.
God
And
damn
she
it.
doesn't like wearing that clown makeup. I mean, it was
I,
hot for a while, but you know, I have to move
I
on,
don't have
For a
to
bro.
wear the
while.
clown make.
I have to
Okay,
move on.
okay, I understand.
I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Hey,
Maverick. I
I,
hope we could still be friends.
hey, okay, hey, shut the fuck up. Next song after Colin, after the whole Colin shit, we go on as Dave Arquette come out. Tom Brady and Corey Flash. Don't three first started off. Corey Flash is talking with Tom Brady. Corey, we in Chicago, but Corey came in with a Buccaneer jersey, so you know he got heat for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Um,
Corey.
so then how you pronounce his name? I don't
Corey,
want
if
to
you
fuck it up.
listening, you a bitch
El
ass.
Miro.
Yeah,
El Miro.
Miro. Then
Alamiro.
Superbomb has made his tremendous return. Same with Troy Jackson. Troy Jackson came out also. Corey announced in the main event of Showdown 5 he will face Shinden in his 3 stages of hell match. Which, and did he reveal the match? If I remember, he revealed the matches, each one, right? On that one part, right? So he revealed 3 stages of hell. So number 1, we
Yeah.
had a last man standing match. Then number 2 is a ladder match. Number 3 is a steel cage match. So all that shit happened. Then while all that went down, guess who else showed up to Showdown 5? Gangrel pulled up. And we declare our first unofficial official match of the night as Gangrel is the special guest referee for this what 8 woman bikini pinfall only battle royale match. And it's the last one.
Very hot.
Very hot. I recommend 10 out of 10. You should watch that shit. I think the Asian chick won or the Snow Bunny won. I can't remember.
Fluttershy, her name was? I can't remember.
I can't remember. So
Remember clearly.
yeah. So he was right. So yeah. So all that happened. Gangrel showed up. Gangrel was off a drug or something because he was taking a sweet ass time refereeing that match. So next we got one of the best matches of the card. Ray Geddes versus Keith Ocean. Now,
5-star classic.
5-star classic. If y'all did not know, this all started around Hall of Fame 2021. You know, Keith Ocean came out, confront Ray Geddes. Ray Geddes hit him with the red eye, and it got worse, got personal. So now, after all the promos, the storytelling, we finally come to the match.
You forgot to add in the grandma being beaten up, but you know.
Well, we can talk about that too. Yeah, Ray Grady's great grandma got hit with the face sealer. Yeah, fuck that nigga. Grady's. Fuck it. Grady's, because she an old ass bitch. So Ray Geddes' old grandma got hit with the face sealer. So now Ray Geddes came out, and then now Keith Ocean had his own little thing. One of the best entries of the night. He showed his indie run. He showed more shit that he did. His JTV 19 stuff, Hall of Fame, and it come full circle. His career came full circle. His first Showdown appearance. So Ray Geddes and Keith Ocean start off in like a 25+ minute classic. At the end of this 5-star match, Keith Ocean got what he wanted. Keith Ocean defeats Ray Geddes in a 5-star classic will lead to another thing. Funkman come out, you thinking Funkman is going to jump Keith Ocean to save Geddes. Boy, was we wrong. Funkman and Keith Ocean beat the shit out of Ray Geddes. And then that thing, you see Kevin Impact on the screen. And after that, it was official. Keith Ocean and Funkman had joined Bloody Knuckles Serve.
Who saw that coming, huh?
Hold on. We're going too fast here.
Okay,
I want thoughts and opinions on Ray Geddes and Keith Ocean match.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can talk. That's my fault. Shit.
No,
Anyway,
no, it was cool. It's cool, but it's just like that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Even
yeah,
though
yeah.
this is Colin showing me and you pretty much hijacked it, but that's just what it is. And
Okay,
remember, don't pass me the mic, AJ. You know?
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna pass the mic to Kevin Impact real quick. See what he want to
Uh,
say about
goddamn.
the match. So
Well,
here you go, Impact. How you feel about that one match from one of your BKS guys?
um, well, Ocean is a fantastic talent. We obviously know this man and what he can do in that ring, what he can do on the mic, and um, I feel like he's the future of this business. He's the future of JTV wrestling. You know, we've had conversations like this, keeping it real in the party chats and everything all the time. That's what I do when I come here. I talk to you like we're talking in real life. And but it's you guys that are listening, that are watching this, that don't know. These are our thoughts as we're sharing it with you. I feel like I'm on one of them late night porno channels telling a story, but just listen up. Um, Ray Getty's surprised me personally because me and him been tag team champion before. I never um, imagined that Ray Geddes would be back in JTV. And for those that don't know the truth, it was not my idea for that man to come back to JTV. Keith Ocean was the man who put that together and talked to your Ray Geddes and negotiated a match for Showdown 5. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. Me and Ray Geddes ain't ever been a perfect couple, so to speak. Ain't always get along the right way. We have our history, and for them old school folks from the SVR, or I should say the CC days, might remember the battles between me and Ray Geddes if you downloaded the shows in them times. So, in my opinion, I just think it's interesting. He rode into Ultimate Showdown. Keith Ocean comes out, bomb ass entrance, bomb ass match, and I felt like Geddes. Before I pass the mic to Colin, I felt like Geddes. He put on it probably the greatest performance he had ever put on, ever. That I've seen in JTV. A lot of stiff punches that over time sort of become repetitive, in my opinion. I think he used that fist quite too many times, but an incredible match that went on, I felt, long enough, and just a hell of a battle at Ultimate Showdown 5. A true classic, a true Ultimate Showdown match, in my opinion. What do you think, Colin?
Oh, I agree with you there, man. Definitely a true classic. I do agree with the punches, but Ray Geddes is a brawler. He's not much of a technical guy. Ocean, on the other hand, is a technical master.
Yeah.
I fought Ocean multiple times. Well, actually, I fought him on 19. Great talent. I've never fought Geddes, but I can assume that he's a great talent. Definitely a great opener. Well, I shouldn't say opener. That was a bikini match. Definitely a great second match for Ultimate Showdown.
Right.
And yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, AJ. What's your take?
It was a match that people was very hyped up for, because over the past few weeks you just see that Ocean and Geddes are just getting deeper and deeper into the story.
Yep.
I mean, shit.
Yep. People have said that. Yep.
I mean, shit. Ocean, like, Ray Geddes threw Skinner off of fucking Skyfall and shit. That nigga started screaming.
That was funny.
So and it was a lot of things that Ocean got into this man's head,
Yeah.
The face
Definitely.
stealing to his great grandma. This was a match that everybody was looking forward to, and if I tell you, this is one of the matches of the night that it didn't disappoint at all. So it was amazing. So then after this match, you seen Funkman come out, and everybody's assuming that Funkman is just gonna,
Well, hold on. We'll come back to that. What about you, Maverick?
Well, kind of like what AJ said. This match right here was it was an amazing match, honestly.
Yeah.
Keith Ocean has improved a lot. Um, you know, and so for the match that him and Ray Geddes put on, honestly, I didn't know what to expect going into it. I didn't know if it was going to be one-sided or if it was going to be one of those things that was their chemistry matched one another and just put on this one hell of a match.
Yeah.
But I can state it was one hell of a match. It was very good.
Hmm.
I can definitely say that.
Interesting perspective from all of us. Interesting, man. This is fire.
So after this wonderful match,
Here we go.
Funk Man comes out.
Funk-
Funky Carter come out.
Funky Carter, man.
And we thought, Ocean attacking him after the match, after a hard fought victory. Next thing you know, you see Funkman just going in and just attacking the fuck out of Ray Geddes.
Yeah.
Attacking the Raging Redneck. Everybody just so confused. Then you see Impact. You see him on the screen. He backstage.
Yeah.
And they Impact transition. He would say we got new members.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what all he said. Impact transition back to the ring. You see Funkman and Keith Ocean a BKS t-shirt.
Yeah.
So everybody just shocked. You start hearing the boos come in because nobody expect this type of side from Funkman. Ocean it go back a little bit because Ocean offered Funkman a shot. Not a shot. He offered him a spot in the Ocean Mafia.
Yeah.
He landed the Ocean Mafia. He's somewhere bigger than that now. He's in like the top faction in JTV.
Yeah.
He's in BKS now. There's no little thing. There's no major Tay. It's just he's in the top now.
And I think it's been building for a while because from the time Ray Geddes hit him with the redneck breaker in the ring, Ray Geddes was frustrated because Keith Ocean was really in his head with the Ocean Mafia and everything they was doing to him, pulling his leg and shit. Like they grab on this dude and they was holding him down while they was beating him, AJ. And he grabbed him, and when they show his face to the camera, he was all bruised up. And they pointed him at Ocean. Ocean was talking all this shit, and the whole time, because Ocean, his mindset is he's a big take on the Saw movies. You know what I mean? So the jig, for those that didn't know, for the jigsaw puzzle shit, everything, that's him. He loves to play psychological mind games with other individuals, and that's his shit, So he did that to Ray Geddes, but they grab on this dude, they disrespected the shit out of him and everything. I mean, like you said, let's not forget the fact that Ray Geddes tried to have a Hall of Fame induction, and Ocean came out and disrespected. You know what I mean? And it's just it's interesting how everything is broken down. So Funk Man coming into BKS, it's like it's the same frustration that Ray Geddes have had up to this point, and it's almost like a mirror thing, because it's like Ray Geddes had frustration with all of that shit that was going on that they was doing to him, and he hit Funkman with the redneck breaker. Funkman had that same frustration. Everything that happened, everything that was going on, Funkman played the good guy for a long time, all these years. He's been one of the workhorses of JTV Pro Wrestling, which we have a lot here. And in that situation, he saw himself as more. Ocean got to him, man. Ocean told him, look, you come with me, I give you everything. And he listened to him. He absolutely listened to that voice. And now that voice was controlling Funkman and telling him, do this, do these crimes with BKS. whatever the hell we want to do. Vandalize a damn limousine. Hell, we BKS will probably go to your house, kick your ass, and take over and have a whole dinner right there. Anything we want to do, we run the show. That's what this business is all about. I did what I did as a man with BKS. Funk Man he's doing the same thing. Funk Man wants to be somebody bigger. All these people that done cheer this man for all these years until right now, this moment. Now this man is with a faction that is really taking over the world of professional wrestling, brother. If you want to go a little old school. This is what we do here in JTV. Ain't no place like it because we do it a little different. And Funk Man is doing it a little different now in the business. So it's going to be very interesting. We saw him come out with a microphone for his match later on that we'll cover in a bit. And I would say Funk Man got the juice. That's what I would say. Funk Man got the juice right now. He's hot. He's doing his thing. He's breaking the rules. You know, in the old JTV attitude era, a rule breaker. He's breaking the rules. He's a rule breaker. Means you're a bad guy. That thing is going to be interesting to see. What is Funk Man going to bring to the game now that he stepped up and he rocking that black and that red? How about you, Colin? What you got to say about it?
It was definitely a shock for sure, man.
Yeah.
But one thing stands out in my mind. Now that, off topic here, but now that Ocean is in BKS, what does this mean for the Ocean Mafia? Are they disbanded? Are they also in BKS? Is this like a subunit? What's going on there?
You see, there's something that some other people, not me, is going to have to figure out because I'm retired from professional wrestling now. But I did pay my respects to the new head honcho, the new GOAT, TLK. And in my difference in doing that, I'm going to be taking a backseat, just like I said, because I want to see the next generation. I want to see what you guys can do. Who is the next Impact? Who is the next this? Who is the next that? Bring it on. This is the year to find out who's going to go over, who's going to be at the top of this sport, and who's going to say the right words to elevate the crowd, to get people interested. Who is that talking? What is that person saying? What are they all about? What can they do in the ring? We're going to find out, goddammit. Because I'm going to be looking over this roster, making sure that we continue to produce the very, very best talent that the pro wrestling circuit has to offer. We are at the top of the mountain for a reason, because ain't nobody that could top that, amigo. Now,
next,
I ain't done yet.
Oh God,
right. Maverick.
I think he got booted out.
He's not here no more?
No.
All right.
He left a while back.
Funk Man's gonna do what he's gonna do. What's your take?
Funk Man. I thought I said it. Funk Man joining Big Cast was something that, you know, Ocean probably got to him. You know? Ocean told him on the I think it was Mega Rush 129 or 128. He told him, Funk Man, you come out to a catchy tune, and besides you dancing, people really do not care about you. And I think that got into Funk Man's head. He'd be thinking about it. And then if once Impact offered him the spot, he accepted it. Also, Funk Man beat Kevin Impact, but you know, Funk Man is a big fan of Impact. If people didn't know, if you know, you know. So I think Funk Man was not gonna let you know. It was finally time for Funk Man to turn new leaf, but he did it in a way that people didn't expect. Now it's people. Another thing I think is it's impossible to hate Funk Man. Either he's, you know, good or bad. It's impossible to hate him. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen on on JTV programming soon.
And we're gonna see what's gonna happen with your question, Colin. The Ocean Mafia, the subunit concept, the BKS. Hey man, watch the show and you're gonna find out exactly what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because when I last checked, amigo, I ain't got no problem with the Ocean Mafia. Ain't nobody in BKS gonna fight each other. It's all family. That's what we do. So let's move on to the next one. Family.
So the next thing in my notes is Cerberus. Cerberus defended the JTV Total Championship.
He did.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say against Phil because I don't feel like it. But he basically just squashed that man. It wasn't a squash match, but Cerberus was dominated that man the whole match.
Right.
At the end, Cerberus hit him with his little choke slam type maneuver, and it was enough to put away that guy. So that the dude who ended up losing, his dumbass decided to say, if I lose the match, I leave JTV. So he loved JTV, I think, getting jumped or some shit. I don't remember. So yeah, I felt like that match was really good, even though Cerberus was just the dominant one the whole match. But I felt like it was really good because it was just like originally with two big niggas fighting, but it didn't feel like that. But we got that later on.
Okay.
So Cerberus did his shit. I'm excited for me personally. I'm excited for Cerberus championship run. When I joined JTV, I saw his shit he been doing. So ever since he had the total title, which is before I even joined, and he's still doing his shit with it, I'm excited to see more of Cerberus coming soon, especially the shit that happened, Mega Rush. Then now Showdown's over with, so now we're gonna see what's gonna happen, starting from probably Japan and up. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with Cerberus, our
Okay.
total champion.
Okay. And our host, Colin. I know I've been hosting, but you get it. Yeah.
Just complete dominant performance from Cerberus as always.
Right.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Right.
But Cerberus has been on a tear as of late ever since winning the total title. I mean, ever since he debuted, really. And it makes me wonder, even though he's the champion, who's next? What is next for Cerberus? Obviously, he said BKS must be stopped. Is he going to continue through BKS? Who's going to stop Cerberus?
Very good point. I don't think he's going to want to go after BKS. That ain't smart, but very, very good point on your part, Colin. Everybody has some good thoughts, good reactions to that. I think I'll shoot mines, I guess. I think Cerberus is a fantastic talent. I think that he is probably going to continue going after BKS. That's what he said. I think that he had a dominant performance like you guys. I'd call it a squash match, but that's just me. And made it look easy because it was easy. Got out of there, still got the title. Big opportunity to come out big stage at Ultimate Showdown. You don't get a showdown too often. So those things come around and they're like Haley's comment, you only catch them one in a while, once in a while. So I just I like the guy. I think, he needs to make the big move, come over to BKS, and if he's watching this, if he's listening, consider this like the old Rocky movies. I'm calling you out. I pity you, fool. I'm calling you out. So yeah, you should definitely hit me up. Come on over to BKS and let's rule the world of pro wrestling. But as far as what he is, I guess is for us to continue to tune in and see where we go from here. He's got the title. Now what? You know what I mean? Now what? What's next? And what is next? What do we got? What
All right.
Anybody got any questions in the comment section, man? Feel free to ask questions.
Ask questions.
Let's shoot the shit, man.
We're shooting the shit.
So now
I'm reloading right now.
KXW.
So now we're gonna talk about Colin Klein comes out, then he's talking. Then in the middle of him talking, we're interfered by some music that we never heard before. Then that thing, it's three KSW guys, which include the owner Christian Payne, Maeve Doser, and there was one more person. I can't remember his name. So basically, they try to what's the word? Not take over, but they're trying to interfere with Showdown a little bit. You know, they're trying to have Showdown as a hostage. So they got in the ring and they talked their shit for a little bit. Actually, Colin was like, "I don't care who you is." So Colin basically told them to get the fuck out of the ring. Basically, they stand there. Maeve Doser said names like Mines. He said names like a lot of stuff. He said that JTV ain't got shit on KXW. Was another thing he said. He said KXW challenged the JTV roster into a battle, and I wonder what that means farther down the line.
Well, I mean, they were bluffing though. You know,
Yeah.
it was a roost because they made it seem like they was gonna invade us and something was gonna happen, but it was really just them joking around. And was here, you know, I guess to promote KXW, you know what I mean, and that other lightweight, you know, that wanted to say that Jonathan Television or whatever the hell he said, you know. That little punk ass bitch,
Jonathan Television,
Maeve Delta, Dave Meltzer, whatever the hell he calls himself, you know, that little jabroni punk ass son of a bitch ain't got the guts to come back here to JTV and compete. You know what I mean? That was a one-off. KXW brought him to the dance. I don't know who he is or what he stands for. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was human, you know, until he spoke to me backstage. And I just KXW is a great product. Christian Payne, good friend of mine, shout out to him. Great guy. And good relationship right now, you know, and so far so good. They came over to say hello. That's all that was, Chico. You obviously have a good relationship with Christian, right, AJ?
Yep.
So
I'm his KXW. Fuck, I cannot pronounce that title for shit. I want to hit champions. I can say it like that. KXW, good product, like he said.
yeah.
So, Colin, how do you feel about this whole match?
Well, not match segment. I don't like being interrupted. You're fired.
Oh.
I don't like being interrupted when I'm trying to talk and conduct business, because if you guys don't know, I was talking about a very important anniversary for Mega Rush, and you know, Christian Payne had to come and ruin it.
Right.
And you know, AJ, you are in KXW. Does that mean you've defected?
Oh.
I mean, what are you? Are you JTV or are you KXW?
All right, look. There's no need to start.
I want you to go to my social media page, and I want you to look at my bio and see how many times I put JTV in my fucking bio, and I want you to answer that question in your head. All right.
Listen, there's no need to start rumors here. All right, I didn't come to this shit for drama. Lord knows I already have enough CAW drama as is, and I don't want to hurt anybody else's coochie. Please, let's just be settled here. All right. As is, we just, there's no reason to be toxic. All right, we don't need to go and be honest and be like, JTV could whoop up KXW any day, you know, at any time, even in our sleep. We can't be saying shit like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, shout out to Christian Payne, much love.
Shout out,
you know what I mean?
Much love, though.
And Colin, I want to appreciate you for being a great host at Ultimate Showdown 5. And
thank you.
I think you did fantastic. You gave me Back to the Future vibes. I love the jacket. Shout out to Back to the Future for everybody who's a fan. Michael J. Fox. And
Christopher Lloyd.
Yes, sir. And I just I don't know, I'm really proud of you. What I'm really, really proud of is the fact that you kicked a woman out of the building that you didn't even know who she was.
Bro, fuck that bitch.
Who?
I'm talking about Bad Barbie. That's who. You kicked her out of the building.
I don't know. You see, I'm not really with today's music. You know, I don't get who these fucking Little Juice, little whatever the
Little
fuck these
Juice is
people.
insane.
Look, that I actually made that name up. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an actual rapper who probably mumbles through his lyrics, but whatever. I don't know who the hell Bad Barbie is. I'm not interested in knowing who she is because I think today's rap scene is kind of garbage.
Somewhat, yeah.
Well, she's not a
That's
rapper. I'll tell you that. But go ahead.
why does she sound like a rapper? What is she, like a pop star or something?
She's
She's
something.
she's the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, the Catch Me Outside.
Catch me. How about you Catch Me Outside?
I don't know what that is.
All right, let's
See, you never-
just let's
I'm
just
like
let's,
a dinosaur
we're
here.
gonna move on to the next thing. Fuck it.
let's just thank Colin for removing the scum.
Yeah,
from the
thank you.
universe. Go
We
ahead.
appreciate that, Colin.
Shout out
So
to
anyway,
Captain Planet. On to the next.
All right. The other thing, we had special guests in the arena the whole night in Soldiers Field. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, which I fucking hate, and Will Smith and Jada started some shit. So of course, Third Eye didn't like to see what he saw, and he just went over there and told him to stop. And they talking shit to our boy. So Red Shoes came out of nowhere, you know. Chris Rock, we got Chris Rock there too. We got Chris Rock to beat the shit out of Will Smith, and then they got Third Eye to slap that nigga in slow motion, which is I love. One of the best things of the night. Third Eye and Chris Rock smacked the shit out of Will Smith, and I think Red Shoes stabbed Jada, which is I thought that was fucking fire. That was extremely fire. One of the best segments of the night. You gotta love Third Eye, man. He just came out there and beat the fuck out of him. He slapped the fuck out of his mouth. He really did not give a fuck that his life was on. He beat the fuck out of that motherfucker.
He went down to talk to Will. They ran into each other. He went down to talk to Will, and he was just trying to tell him, "Listen, brother, you know, this ain't your time to be a hero." You know what I mean? And Will disrespected him. You know what I'm saying? Which if I see Will, next time I see him, I'm gonna drop his ass for doing that shit to Conscience, you know? And if he's got the guts and he hears this, then I'll invite him back to Mega Rush if he wants. He could get his ass beat and we'll throw him in the trash can. But anyways, Will grabs Paul Conscience, throw him in the ground, threw him right up against the gate. Conscience is down there for a little bit. He want to try to act like he's gonna do something to Chris, and he tried to. Oh shit, it's Luke Welch. He tried to act like he was gonna do something to Chris Rock, and instead Will Smith wound up getting smacked in the face. He ate a whole smack, a whole palm, and then Conscience gets back up and smacked the shit out of him. Will had it coming, and what happened after that was iconic, legendary, whatever you want to call it. Shank to the Smith family.
What do you think, Colin? Because you was watching that. What do you think, Colin?
Well, it definitely brought a smile to my face. I may have shed a tear or two because I think Jada's had it coming for a long time. I think she's a very, very toxic woman. I think Will Smith can honestly do better than her and her bald Jane ass. But, you know, it is what it is. I hope one day maybe he'll realize how toxic she is and he'll dump her. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. He's, what do I say? He's pussy
A
whipped.
cook.
That too.
Yes, he's a cuck.
I think Will Smith is a chump because I can't believe we're actually talking about this topic, but that's what happened at Showdown. You had Will Smith. Now talking about men and women, it's a lot of shit out there that's misscrewed. Let's just put it that way, about how people think, how people are, the way they do things, the way they perceive things. Because it's a lot of women out there who are lying like a motherfucker. Okay, they're using a lot of men and destroying their credibility, their liabilities, their reason for living. You know, they want to take it all away because it offends them. Now, Jada has, she manipulates the shit out of Will, and it's pretty clear. And this lady, you know what I'm saying, she had to have it her way. Just because this man went on stage and untold that joke, it really wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? She got offended, didn't like it, and then she wanted to get Frankenstein to go up there try to put hands on Chris. You know? And Chris, I think, is probably a motherfucker who wasn't trying to fight back or do nothing. He wouldn't have fought back. He just ate that shit right up. He wouldn't have done nothing. But Will deserves to get his ass kicked, no question. But this woman, it's almost like that's her puppet. She just moves him around, does whatever she wants with him, and she allows. She basically, and even back in the day, me and Constance talk about this. She had her thing for Pac back in the day, Jada Pinkett, and the shit she done had for Pac back in the day, it still mess with her. It's still to this day stuck with her. She can't let it go. She can't let Pac go like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like this entire thing, it demonstrates how much of a chump Will really is. You know what I mean? I don't know what type of strange shit he's into. I don't know, they had some kind of an open relationship, whatever the hell it was, but she basically admitted to cheating and you rock with it. You know what I mean? And then he wanted to try to make it seem like he was going to be getting her back. Told her at the red table, oh, I'm going to get you back. You ain't going to do nothing. All right. You use a chump. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for saying this on this channel, but, he licks it up after they finish, if you know what I mean. Okay. That's what I think of Will Smith. In my opinion, y'all can say what y'all got to say.
I got nothing else to say. I'm moving to the next shit. So anyway, on to the next thing. It's fun. We got to another match, ladies and gentlemen. We got a match that everybody been waiting for. One of the tag team dream matches. Brothers in Arms versus the Treasury. Now, this is a match that we all were just looking forward to. The story's been built up. Ryan Seal is going through a phase. Not a phase. He's going through like a omen, a dark path.
Right.
And he was slowly breaking his brother with him. Slowly. Matt didn't understand what was going on with his brother. So, Matt, on one of the matches, Matt was trying to shake Tommy's hand, and Tommy didn't accept it because he think that Matt was on that weird shit also, like his brother.
Right.
So we go on. Ryan is going through this phase. So both brothers come out. The Treasury come out. So we're gonna find out. Will the longest reigning tag champions retain, or will we have a new era of JTV Professional Wrestling tag team champions? So the match started fast, slow paced, and pick up fast. Dallas was a little off in this whole match. It looked a little weird not seeing him pick up the pace like he used to, right? But Dallas a little bit off, but everything else, Tommy is doing his best to trying to win this match. Tommy doing his best trying to win this match. Ryan and Matt looking strong as hell. The Brothers in Arms are doing their shit.
Yeah.
So coming to the conclusion of this match, we got some new JTV World Tag Team Champions. Brothers in Arms finally did it. Another one of the best matches of the card up there with Ocean and Getty so far, and they really fucking did it. However, actually, I thought that match was really good. I think Dallas pace was slow, but I felt like the match was really good. What do y'all two think about that tag team match?
Well, I agree with you there. I do think Dallas was off his game that night. Tommy Hawkins, on the other hand, did fantastic. And Treasury, they've never had a tag title defense, but they've held those titles for like 3 years. They won them at the last showdown, and then they lost them at this showdown, which, I mean, that doesn't happen a whole lot where you win a title at an event and then you lose at the same event years later. But a great match. But I want to hear what Jacob's take on this. Kevin Impact's take.
Well, I think that Dallas Goldman is a little bitch and a cocksucker. And I think that you know, he robbed us from a fantasy match that could have came to life. I, as the biggest fan of JTV Wrestling, I've been waiting all year long. I've been waiting a while for my Christmas. And my Christmas was me waking up and there it is. Gift wrap, beautiful ribbon, beautiful detail around the packaging. Dallas Goldman, Tommy Hawkins versus Ryan and Matt Seal. The match, the tag team match that we needed in professional wrestling. The match. I took that match so serious that I looked at it as the Rock and Austin of tag team wrestling. That's how much respect I had for that rivalry. And all I ever looked forward to was Ultimate Showdown, that wrestling match to occur. And all of a sudden, because of the fact that one individual decided to be unprofessional, one individual decided to be disrespectful to me for no reason at all. When it's a mistake on the part of that individual who didn't do their part to secure the wellness of their gaming console and live absolutely reckless because of the fact that they weren't able to participate in what we had planned. And we had planned a legendary, iconic match. And it turned out to be just a little bit different because of the fact of that one individual not taking responsibility for what they was doing and screwed everything up. And then this same individual wanted to take the liberty to bash, trash, and disrespect the pro wrestling circuit, JTV. After everything we've done for this individual. And that same individual went on to exit out of JTV Wrestling. And is not a part of us and will not be a part of us because there is no room in this locker room for that type of shit. Call me Vince Russo if you want, but you're going to get the truth here, okay? He's out, and that's that. All right? But on the way out, he thought of this concept, this fantastic idea. Let me put my hands on my partner. I don't know what got into him. Dallas Goldman and Bad Idea go hand in hand. They might as well be a new tag team. Okay? And that tag team can go up against the world's greatest tag teams, these cojones. How about that? If you want a fantasy match, okay? I hear you chuckling. Now, that being said, robbed himself, robbed the world of something iconic, something legendary, something fantastic with this matchup. And now he's out. He tried to whoop his boy's ass. His boy turned, he whooped his ass, and he smashed his head with the steel steps, and then WWE stole it and put it on NXT.
Hey, stinker butt.
Okay. So, that being said, we got all kinds of special guests walking by. I think that was Yokozuna just now. But yeah, so he got his ass beat. He got his head smashed in, like the one dude off for NXT, Wagner, He's out. All right. What does the future hold for the brothers in arms now? New World Tag Team Champions, one of the hottest commodities in the entire history of JTV. So I think now with the championships occur, you're at the top. You need to just continue to fight your way to stay at the top. Back in the war zone, that's just how that shit went for me. You had to bust your ass to get to the top of this business. This is you guys' time now to do it. Brothers in Arms got them tag team championship titles. Big opportunity to do a lot of things in wrestling. And I'm looking forward to it. I get different vibes from them sometimes. Sometimes it's the Hardy Boys, sometimes it's the Legion of Doom, you know, different things, you know, but they're a fantastic group. And there seems to be some sort of metamorphosis going on with Ryan. I don't know all that's going on there, you know. But if he can keep his head in the game and sort of move away from the demons, I really think that Ryan has the ability to become the world heavyweight champion. I think Ryan can make it to the top of JTV and become a singles champion. And I think Maddie can do the same. But I think that there's a disconnect because Ryan seems to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more ambitious to get to the top. And in what we do, the one that wants it is the one that makes it. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. So we got an opportunity to really create some more iconic moments in wrestling with what we're doing right now. Because the Brothers in Arms are going to go down in history as like two of the greatest. Like a lot of other people here that's on the roster, you know. So it's a big deal. Tag team wrestling has changed. The Brothers in Arms reign supreme for the first time ever, the JTV World Tag Team Champion. Shout out to them two boys who done seen it all out there in the UK. Now, I thought we had lost AJ. Is AJ still with us?
I'm there.
No, he's still here.
And Colin is here.
Yeah.
Is Maverick back?
Nah.
All right. Well,
Yes,
let's move on
So-
to the next one. What we got?
So can you hear me?
Loud
Yep.
and clear.
Okay. So next we got Troy Jackson versus Gorilla Cruz, a real match with two big niggas. Thank
King
God.
Kong versus Godzilla. I love it.
Hey,
However, Gorilla Cruz don't fight for nothing, and he
Hey,
proved
hey,
it on
hold on.
Showdown 5.
We can say whatever the fuck we want on here, but let's try to refrain from saying so much nigga. I think we got a lot more talent than that, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So two big guys going at it.
Yeah.
So Gorilla Cruz said he don't fight for nothing. So at Showdown 5, Gorilla reveals he tricked us first, but he reveals the new JTV 5-Star Championship,
Mhm.
which also bring a new era to JTV professional wrestling,
That's
the
true.
pro wrestling circuit,
It sure does.
as this is going to be our first ever blood sport division.
Yeah.
So
Thanks to you.
thank God.
Proud of you, AJ.
I won the blood sport title for so long. So Gorilla Cruz and Troy Jackson went at it back and forth this whole match. I'm telling you, this is a good match. However, it could be shortcut due to blood sport rules because we can get knocked out. You know, it can be quick. It can be slow. You never know when it comes to like getting knocked out. So blood sport rules are really simple. Submissive submissions or knocked out. It's really simple. Gorilla Cruz knocked out Troy Jackson and become the inaugural JTV 5-Star Champion. Gorilla celebrated with his wife, and you know he came out because Cubs game and he was ready. Gorilla did what he said he was going to do, and we got one big clash up. Godzilla versus King Kong, as Colin said, which I thought was it's an underrated match on the card. It ended kind of quickly, but at the same time, both these men went at it and they did their shit with it, which I enjoy a lot. I thought that you know, Troy Troy was always been dominating his career in JTV. Unfortunately, I saw it in person, and yeah, but Troy did his shit in this match and did his shit outside of this match. So Troy can never say that he never did shit. Also, Troy now got a new, everybody knows Troy now is working with the All-Star Kid, Corey Flash, So that's all what happened. So I felt like that match was really good for two big guys to tear it up, unlike the last two big guys match. And for a new division, JTV should be interesting, which I think is going to be really fucking fire. So that's how I feel about it. Colin?
Yeah. Well, obviously, this was my favorite match on the card. As AJ said, it wasn't a long match, but it was a good match. Big meaty men slapping me. What more can you get out of that?
Exactly.
Great freaking match.
Not much, because
King
I
Kong
don't want
versus.
that shit.
Well, anyway, King Kong versus Godzilla. That's what it reminded me of. Two of my all-time favorite kaiju. But Jay, I want to hear your opinion of this.
Well, you see, Colin, it definitely is like a King Kong versus Godzilla have we talked about. This is one of those matches at Ultimate Showdown we all wanted to see, nobody wanted to miss. And people did tune in, 500 views already and counting on the channel. And we appreciate the support of all of you guys as we continue to grow. And these two behemoths, these two titans went at it. You've had hundreds and hundreds of people who have seen this match. Two of the biggest men in wrestling, you know what I mean? Gorilla Cruz had had a heart attack, and a lot of people didn't know because I didn't say it on there. I forgot, and I'm saying it now. Gorilla Cruz had a heart attack, and that son of a bitch came back. He fought, and he hit me up like a day or two later. He hit me up after having a heart attack and having heart surgery. He calls me a day or two after, or he hit me up telling me that he's ready to come to. And this is before Showdown, before the match. Gorilla Cruz had a heart attack before the match at Ultimate Showdown. He could have died. And even though I don't agree with a lot of the decisions he makes or his views on certain things, you know what I mean? And we might be having a little bit of heat because of it right now. I still respect the guy because he had a heart attack before Ultimate Showdown, and he hit my ass up and said, I'll be there and I'm gonna put my foot in his ass. I'm coming for Troy Jackson. That's what he told me, if I got to put the screenshot up somewhere. And I said, God damn it, I might not agree with everything that man says or how he thinks, but I respect that type of shit. I can appreciate that type of shit. That you just had a heart attack, almost died, and you're getting ready to come back. You can't wait to go do your JTV match. Come on now. So I respect that from that man. And it goes to show why this place is different and why shit is the way that it is, because we're changing the game. We're doing it differently. We're doing it the way it should be done. And I think people will appreciate our realness, would appreciate the fact that we're telling it like it is and doing it the way it should be done. Great, legendary, iconic match between two of the biggest forces in pro wrestling. Troy Jackson is a constant. Troy Jackson is a man who appears to be loyal to the All-Star Kid, Corey Flash. I tried at Ultimate Showdown. BKS tried. He had an opportunity to step in the ring and to join the family, Chico. But he didn't want to do that. He looked Shendon in the eye, and he got his ass out of there, and he took Mark Flash and he took Corey Flash to the back. and they got their ass out of the building. They got out of Chicago, Soldier Field, beautiful building, great venue. It I don't see it changing. I see Troy Jackson continuing to be loyal to the All-Star kid Corey Flash. It has become a thing. Something we don't get these days often enough is loyalty. There are people out there that can find comfort in being unloyal to you. And sometimes it makes you wonder, it makes you think about it. You know what I mean? All the years put into it, all the time put into it, all the effort for you to go against someone, turn against someone for all the right or wrong reasons. Well, for all the right or wrong reasons, Troy Jackson continues to work as the right-hand man of the All-Star kid Corey Flash. And let's not forget about Sophia, JTV Women's Champion. We'll cover that in a bit. Their faction, their group has been a force to be reckoned with for a little bit, despite the fact of what happened to Corey. We'll get to that too. But as far as Troy goes, I'm really digging Troy Jackson right now. I'm loving. He's got like this hitman character. He's ruthless. I love it. I love it so much, and I think he's just very, very loyal. So I think that with that, I think that it was a classic match, and I think I don't know. I'm with Troy. I was with Troy. I wanted Troy to win. I talked to Shendon. Shendon had told me that he really expected Troy Jackson to just wipe the floor with Cruz. You know what I mean? But that's just one of those matches that is going to be remembered. And with this new division in Bloodsport, this new combination, thanks to AJ Jenkins, we introduced the JTV 5-star championship belt. She is a beauty. She is not a one piece with a logo on it like WWE does, all that bullshit. This is a real championship belt for real fighters, not wrestlers. And let's talk about this for a moment because it's an interesting thing. We're talking about in JTV wrestling, there's a division. We're talking about you can be a professional wrestler or you can be a fighter now. Now, easy now. I'm bringing the goosebumps out. Take it easy now. Them goosebumps is coming up now with the way I'm talking now. I'm an interesting guy. Pay attention. JTV professional wrestling. It's kind of like what's going on with the WWE right now. You got the UFC and you got the WWE. That's happening right here, right now. You've got JTV Pro Wrestling, the wrestling brand, and you have the blood sports side of JTV Wrestling. So now, what does that mean? How does that change what we do in this fucking industry? Excuse my language. I don't like to cuss even if I can, because I just feel like it's untalented. I'll say this. We talking about if someone is a wrestler in JTV and they it's a career maker and it's a career shaker. That's the best way for me to put it, because if you can't do it, so to speak, in the wrestling side of JTV, then maybe you're a fighter. And maybe if you can't win the fight, maybe you just need to know how to wrestle. You see what I did there? You got both sides. Anything can happen now in JTV for real. You can have Shendon be the world's heavyweight champion and take on somebody like Mr. Amazing for the world title. And you can watch it, and you could probably be on Samoa. I could predict who's going to win that match, right? But in the fighting world of JTV wrestling, if they go into the blood sport aisle, now what? What if Funk Man stepped into the ring with Shendon for the World Heavyweight Championship and he knocked his ass out? A legend is born. Do you see how interesting the game has become here in the pro wrestling circuit? This shit is fire. Anything can happen. Bloodsport has arrived here in the pro wrestling circuit, and you can either play the traditional way or you can play by the new rules. It's going to be interesting to see where we go and what happens. Very, very interesting. So, 5-star championship is a beauty. I'm looking forward to the division. I'm looking forward to the division with JTV and both sides and seeing how this thing is going to play out, because I don't know about you boys, but I can sense that a civil war is coming to JTV Wrestling. Top that if you can.
All right, so note to self: challenge Shannon in a Bloodsport match. I'm gonna keep that in my notes. Anyway, think about, we got the woman. Everybody loves women. We got our JTV woman in a match. Sophia Esposito, Amber Rocks, and Collins beautiful Jocelyn Havoc. So, Jocelyn walks out for her first title defense, as it's the biggest stage of them all. Ultimate Showdown 5.
Yeah.
Sophia is the only one in this match who never won the women's championship.
Yeah.
Amber won it before. In fact, I think Amber was champion at last show at Showdown 4. So this is a new era for all these ladies.
Right.
So this is one of the shortest matches. I think the exact shortest matches of the card.
Might be the shortest matches.
Short.
The shortest match on the card, I think it was.
Yeah.
It could have been. It's interesting because the Cruz Jackson match was short too, but I don't know which one was shorter from the two. But I'm gonna assume that the cage was shorter.
I'm gonna say the cage, but these ladies walked out. Jocelyn walked out last with the women's title. So it's Sophia, Amber, and Jocelyn, a three-way ladies steel cage. They start fighting. Sophia being the smartest one, trying to escape easily, Amber bring her down. Jocelyn still fighting. Jocelyn is getting better when it comes to in-ring IQ, just a little bit.
Right.
And she started fighting, so like she can see that somebody's doing that. She can see what somebody's doing. She can avoid what not to do, what to do. So she getting better at in-ring IQ.
Right.
Sophia ended up becoming the smartest woman in this match. However, so Amber is like, oh shit, I gotta climb up too. Amber is climbing up, then Jocelyn climbing up, but Sophia already is out of the cage. So Sophia becomes the new JTV World Woman Champion. So this is our first in the career for Sophia Esposito. Would make everybody question: was Jocelyn just a placeholder champion? But all the three of these ladies trying to have a good match, but it was really short compared to where everything else happens. So like I said, Sophia becomes the new women's champion. Everybody's happy for her because it's insane how Jocelyn, somebody who's new to the company, became woman champion before her.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
So, Sophia finally did it. She's finally the woman champion after years to get screwed, not by management, by talent,
Yeah.
Getting screwed by talent, and now she finally done it, bro. There's no more screwing over. She's actually on top. And in fact, one of the best women's wrestlers on this circuit.
Right.
Felt like this match was good, but it was way too short for my liking. It was sort of like a moment where you can just blink and the match is over with.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But I do respect the ladies, and I understand what Sophia was trying to do, because the smarter you do is the faster you climb out the cage, it's the faster you're home free. So I say it was really, really short, but it was really really decent. Really opinions from y'all too?
Well, I agree. I think Sosa was really smart there. She saw that Jocelyn and Amber were brawling it out, and she took the time to get out of there. But I wouldn't say Jocelyn is a placeholder champion, and that's not just me saying that because
That's your
um
boo. That's your boo.
yeah
Yeah.
My
Lovely.
boo.
Clavic. So anyway,
Started
um
when we were younger in July. My
I'm proud of you.
boo. Sorry, Kyle.
Anyways, if I can continue. So, she won the title from someone who wasn't very professional. I don't think really cared about the pro wrestling circuit at all, and she carried it. I think she did the best she could with that title, given the circumstances, and she's only hasn't been in she hasn't been in the PWC for very long, but we gave her an opportunity, and I believe she did the best she could with it, and for that I'm proud of her.
Right.
Still training. Still, we gotta give her. Gotta cut her a little bit.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
I think that your girl is a placeholder champion, respectfully, because well, as Kevin Impact, you should never pass from the mic. This is what you motherfuckers wanted. So respectfully, this is how I feel. The reason that the box office hit says that she's a placeholder champion is because of the fact that she doesn't know what it's like to be a champion right now. It's going to take her some time
Well,
to develop and blossom and grow into a beautiful butterfly. All right. And this ain't no damn Pokemon. All right.
but her time will come. Her time will
Hey,
come.
if you work towards it, it will come. You don't wish it. You know what I mean? She won that women's championship title. It dropped right in her lap out of the clouds. And she became the most important woman in the women's division of JTV. Now, granted, she didn't get enough time. It's kind of like what happened with Randy back in 05. He won that title. Boom.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with her. She won that title too soon. Way too soon. I mean, Sophia hadn't even been the women's champion when she won that title. And she had been around for years. Sure. You with me?
Sure.
So
Sure.
she doesn't know right now what it is to be a champion. She won it, and it was like giving a kid a new car, or I mean, they wouldn't know what to do with money, but it's like she didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? And now that she's lost it, I feel like she has that experience. She now understands what it's like to fail. So now we're gonna see the real Jocelyn Habit because she's pissed that she didn't get the job done.
Yeah.
She's even more pissed that she lost the title.
Yeah.
And now that she's hell bent and she's got that frustration, you know what I mean? So if I was you, I'd be careful. Don't be standing behind her like that. She might take your ass out one of these days. You know what I mean? But I'm talking to you, Colin. But yeah, like I think that her frustration is going to show, and we should see improvement this season for her performance in the ring and what she's going to do. And I think that she has all the potential to be a major star. She is a major star in pro wrestling now with JTV, and she is taking it to the next level every chance she gets. And congratulations to the both of you. It's a beautiful thing, but your relationship with her it's not gonna make a difference if she can't get her stuff done in the ring.
Yeah. You got
know?
a trainer.
So
Yeah.
she needs
And
to
I'll work on it. I will work on it.
she needs to really bust her tail if she's looking to put down the likes of Sahara, who's back. We're working towards that, and Ari. And the rush is now moving. All right. These are real women, and they're real women. They're talented, and they changing the game in CAW. So this is serious. These women are building this division, and it's making a lot of noise out there. I'm proud of all of them, that are doing their shit. But
I believe you.
If Jocelyn is going to get in there in the mix and really make it, she's really got to break it. like nobody else. So I think we're gonna see the real Jocelyn. She just let us down this one time, and now it's time to get back on that horse. But you got the other girls. You got the other girls. You got Amber. You got Sophia, who were in that match. Personally, I love steel cage matches, so I think that a lot of people appreciated seeing the steel cage come out at Showdown 5. Was that Maverick that just joined?
Yeah.
I believe you.
Listen, asshole. This
Listen,
entire
asshole, I don't know how long
time,
I'm going to be here. I don't know how I'm going to be here because my internet being weird. There's one thing I want to say. The women's match was short,
Yeah,
you know? However, it's Sophia's time, and there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
so you interrupt me to say that bullshit? Really?
You know? We can go at it one more time. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your ship. Let's shoot the ship.
How about you
Anyways,
sit there and stuff your mouth up for a little bit?
hey, how
The-
about you come over here and sit on my lap? How about that?
Hey, yo.
Listen.
Shit.
The match carried other women, like I said before I was interrupted with that bullshit. It carried other women. All right. You got Sophia, you got Amber. All right. Where do I go? I'll go to Amber. Amber been in the game for a couple years. Amber's been up, Amber's been down. Amber's had moments where she contemplated whether she should stick around. I'm not trying to freestyle them, but that's how I'm sometimes when I speak, I rhyme. So I'm sorry about that. That's just how I talk, Sometimes when I speak, I rhyme. So Amber's been in the game for a while, former JTV Women's Champion. She's seen some of them go, she's seen some of them come. Some have gone, others are back, some are here, some have joined, some have gone away. So Amber has seen a lot of this play out. Amber knows what it is to be women's champion. And Amber, for a while now, has had her mind set to become champion again. She put on one of the greatest matches that I've ever seen with Leah, who remember her,
Yeah.
some years back at Night of Rebels, I believe it was.
2019.
Right, and that was one of my favorite matches I've ever. That's my favorite match I've seen from those two women, and I think that's my favorite match I've seen in JTV. It ain't a Shendon match or nothing like that. That's my favorite match in JTV. It's those two women. So, and I'm gonna actually go back and watch that match too now. But yeah, like I think she's trying to find her way back to the promised land. It's normal to doubt yourself. Everybody doubt themselves, and I think that Amber this year is probably going to break through, and I think she's going to get the belt back. I'm starting to see that. I think that she has what it takes. Not sure about the whole thing with Shendon. I would, my advice to her would just be like, dump that chump. I don't know what's going on between them. They act like a couple, but I think she should dump that drama.
I definitely think it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
What I'll say.
Yeah. So I think she got to let that go, and she's got to keep focus on that title, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't need no Shen, and if I got to talk about something else interesting, think about this for a moment. I don't know if anybody thought about this, but how does she feel about,
Shannon
BKS? Like, is she gonna be like, what I mean? So I think that she got to let that shit go if that's something, and she's got to stay focused on just getting that strap back. You know what I mean? And she do that, she's gonna have a hell of a season. I see some people in the comment section. It's just been phenomenal with these talent, but I can't forget about Sophia real quick. So she did it. She's the women's champion. She came out on top. She found a yes.
I said finally.
Yeah, she became the women's champion, and this is
After 5,000 years.
It's a very interesting thing. You know what I mean? She finally became the women's champion, and now uh she's at the top of the mountain.
That's
But the thing
that's
is, the difference with her is this: there's doubts. There's doubts because it's like, is little old Sophia good enough? You know what I mean? To stay champion for a long time. She's got the speed. She's proven that. You know, she's been training with the GOAT. We know that, and she's done what she's done up to this point. But did she really win that match, or did she kind of just slide her way into victory? You know,
five.
she, you know, did her thing, did what she had to do to come out on top. You know, and she's got the title. You know, it was interesting for me to watch that match and see Jocelyn and Amber just fighting each other like two birds in a nest. Don't take that the wrong way. and you know, they was really going at it, and they were so distracted that Sophia goes up, climbs like a damn spider, and she wins the match. I couldn't believe it, you know, but I expected it. You know, I expected her to do something like that, wait for the right moment, and sneak your ass on out of there. She's got the title. She's standing tall. What next? Well,
Jay, I definitely want to say, I definitely think she was the smartest woman in that match. Something I noticed was, it seemed like to me, she was one of the only ones that even tried to do that.
yeah,
You know, everybody else was just so focused on beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
They never once tried to do that.
yeah.
So, I guess we can talk about that. So, next we got a segment that I laughed at. I'm sorry, I laughed at it. Russ Walker made his JTV return. All right. So Russ Walker made his return, cuts one hell of a promo, and here that fucking me out. Dara back. And you know what I did when she came back? I fucking screamed. That's what I did. I laughed so bad. Was it because JK told me to scream on commentary? Probably. But
Oh damn.
Zahara returned to JTV Pro Wrestling after 2021?
Yeah,
So-
it's been a while. She's been out for
So-
a while. Yeah.
It's
Everybody's coming back, man. You know, they're in JTV.
Well, almost everyone.
Almost everyone. We're having a good time though. It's a good era. This is my favorite era of JTV.
I'm gonna need Draco to come fuck hear that man.
Nah, I think we fine without him.
Nah, I need to hear that theme song one more time.
Nah, I think we fine without him.
I have no comment to that. I will not comment
So-
on that individual. Let's move on.
I'm just waiting on SYM to return.
Shut the get out.
Uh,
Get out.
I'm ready for my career to go back down the drain.
oh shit.
So anyway, we move on to
Yeah.
the JT Television Championship, the Matt Dagger Invitational with no Matt Dagger. Make that make sense. So anyway, in this match, we got the Mark Bannon, Johnny Fr- the wild card, VIP, the fallen goal, your boy, AJ Jenkins. So Mark come out first. Mark come out first with a little video showing his career wrapped up. Mark is one of the best grapplers at JTV, and I can say that. Mark's one of the best grapplers. Mark has improved since he debuted. So he it's time for him. Last time he showed up at Showdown, he made his return to the pro wrestling circuit. Now he got his first match at Showdown. And it's for a World Television Championship. Now, Johnny, VIP came out with that lame theme song. So VIP came out, did his little taunts with that weird ass intro, and then it's everybody's favorite talent, Johnny Franchise. And I am proud of him because he did not try to kill himself. So proud of him because he really did not try to kill himself on the way to the ring.
They're gonna take us off the damn channel, man.
So now it's everybody's favorite black person in the pro wrestling circuit. We don't get that many black people like that somewhat. So that's amazing.
Oh,
Well,
it's a lot
ain't
of black people in JTV.
well, fuck it.
What
Yes.
we need is more Spanish
You're one
women.
of them.
That's what we
It's-
need.
It's time for everybody's favorite youngin. So I come out with the one of the best entries of the night. Thank God that shit was fine. So
You
I
love
come
that
out.
entrance, huh?
I really enjoyed that. I kept rewatching it. If you don't know,
Yeah.
I would rewatch it. I was like, that shit is so well put together.
Right.
So onto the match. So I started off high. VIP, me and VIP fought outside the ring a lot because we were really trying to eliminate each other. Mark and Franchise faced the majority of the match.
Yeah.
Jenny Franchise ended up becoming the first one out. A Sandy Killer into, I think it was like Sandy Killer into the Bannerplex got Franchise out. So
Yeah.
then me and Mark double teamed VIP, double teamed the world champion. The world Franchise and VIP was the biggest threat in this match, especially VIP being the former world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But Franchise was definitely a big threat because he's a long match franchise for a reason.
Yeah.
So franchise out first, then VIP. It was hard to bring VIP out, and one thing I can say, VIP looked hella strong in this fight, in this match.
He did.
He looked really good, even with the double teaming. Looked well. He looked really good. He got pinned and he kicked out a 1 or 2, and he never tried. So when he was finally out, it was really good. So now time for the match that everybody wanted to see. The other two people. It's time for the match that everybody wanted to see. Mark Bandon versus AJ Jenkins. Me and Mark battled it out. Mark would quit turning him on the Bannerplex. I reversed.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Proud of you.
Watch your fucking language, all right? So me and Mark battled it out. And Mark came in with a crossface, reverse. Mark came on a Bannerplex, got me with the pin, kicked out. So Mark decided to hit me with another crossface, one, and it was it. I tapped out. Mark becomes the new JTV World Television Champion. Mark had to cut his victory short because the fans were not happy with that outcome of the match. So they had to hurry up and get out the building. So that's what the TV title match. Me personally, the wrong man won. That's all I got to say. Mark won't face me again. Let's see. He won't do it. So
Can I give my opinions on this match first?
Sure.
All right, cool. I personally want to say this. I hated the outcome of the match, if I'm being honest. There was only one person in that match I was rooting for, if I'm being honest. It was Johnny Franchise, No, I'm joking. The person I was actually rooting for, and I've made this clear, very clear. I was obviously rooting for you, AJ. And it's not because of our personal relationship outside of this here, but I'm talking about like you showed off in that match. The entrance, the attire, you showed that you wanted it. You showed that you actually wanted it, and I honestly thought you put on an amazing performance. Of course, Mark Bannon went on to win, and obviously, like I said, the outcome I didn't necessarily want, but I do believe that the outcome could have been different. It could have been a lot different. But I definitely think that you will get another opportunity at some point. I thought everybody looked good in that match. I really did. But again, I personally thought that you and Mark really did tear down the house for a minute there. VIP, no Matt Dagger, that's his fault. Anyways, but again, AJ, super proud of you. Wish it was a different outcome. Fuck you, Mark.
Damn.
Mark. Hi, Mark. He coming for the title. Colin, your take?
Oh yeah, great match. Matt Dagger not being in there was a big surprise. I think we were all rooting for AJ actually to win that match. I think I think Mark may have been a runner-up. I know we weren't cheering for VIP because no one really cares about him. He's an afterthought.
Oh no, no,
Um,
no.
It's okay, cause it's not like watching it.
Very ignorant prick. I forgot he was
Joe,
even signed to
Joe, you gotta
JTV.
come back
Hey,
and show us
it-
off.
I forgot he was signed to
It's
JTV.
all right. He's not gonna watch this shit anyways. Don't worry.
I'm gonna make up a question about it, and he probably gonna say he did watch it. I'm gonna say, how you feel about Dan Rafter talking about catching the case? I'm like, I thought he was pretty good.
Oh,
How'd you
damn.
feel? How'd you feel about Colin Klein joining BKS? Oh, I thought that was really shocking. I didn't think he'd do that, motherfucker.
Sure.
Show.
Yeah,
Johnny
that-
Franchise. The first guy eliminated. I'm gonna shit on VIP here. I really thought VIP was gonna be the first guy eliminated. Seeing Franchise bite the bullet first was was a huge shock to me. No, VIP actually did pretty good in that match. I'm gonna keep burying this guy because I want to have a match with him so bad.
Right.
I don't even know why he's not even relevant. Maybe if he joined BKS or something, it would reinvigorate his career. But I want to hear what Kevin Impact's opinion is on this. I don't talk much, so yeah.
Well, for those wondering, creatively myself and Matt Dagger, we had a bit of an issue. See, Dagger was becoming a pain in my neck because of the fact that Dagger appeared to have issues doing his part when we have to do matches or whatever the case is. And when you're in this industry, when you're in JTB wrestling, you like to think that the mature thing somebody would do is answer questions and messages and be in contact if you're going to be in the active roster. Somebody took it upon themselves to delay the inevitable, I guess, because can you guys hear me? Our viewers watching the show, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you know?
I'm being
Still
told
there.
something about my mic.
You good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
Thought the production
the
guy
viewers,
was screwing up for a second. I was gonna have to fire him
whoever's
again.
watching, can y'all hear us? Yes. No. Yes. Can you hear us? Yes. Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Hello.
I know you can hear me.
Yeah, I can see her.
I agree, Mark. You are more relevant
Hello there,
than
children.
VIP.
I
I forgot about that guy.
So y'all can hear me, right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy. I mean,
Hey,
Okay, I'm leaving
yo.
this chat. Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
this has been
yo.
Shooting the Shit. I thank you guys so much for watching. I am hereby asking for my release in JTB Wrestling. Fuck all of you guys and have a good night.
So anyways,
I can't do it no more.
anyways, Matt Dagger, you know, is in the hot seat and no showed for this match. So I was forced to make a decision and it was cut into a fatal four-way match. Now Matt Dagger is no longer the champion. I think that Matt Dagger is unprofessional. I think he's very childish. And I don't understand what's going on with him. I hope he's all right in his life, whatever's going on. But JTV Wrestling, you gotta do what you gotta do. You have to be active. You have to be willing to compete, ready to go. This is not about ignoring messages and whatnot. So that's that. We had a wonderful fatal four-way match between, you know, three of the brightest stars in the business and the guy who gave his dog chocolate chip cookies and killed him. You know,
God
so
damn it.
you know, that's what the business is all about. And VIP did look strong in that match. You know, he looked as big as Bigfoot, you know what I mean? So he did his thing in there, you know, but he wasn't able to get the job done to secure the victory. Johnny Franchise, I think it's a lot of responsibility on Johnny because Johnny, he'd been in the business for a little bit, you know, he's been trying to make it in next gen. I think he's having some frustrations with himself. He still has to figure out who he really is and what he's all about. But we still can't deny that we've seen epic matches from Johnny Franchise. You know what I mean? So,
Oh
some of his
yes.
work in Next Gen, I mean, long match Johnny Franchise for a reason, you know. So he's earned my respect as like a veteran, but this was a big opportunity. And you know what? Even though he didn't come out on top, he can still come out of this saying, you know what? I competed at Showdown 5. And if his career is just over tomorrow, that's his Hall of Fame wing right there. He's competed at Ultimate Showdown. And that's an accomplishment for every single person who competed at Ultimate Showdown 5. You know, that you got to even be there, you know what I mean? To just stick your head out of the curtain and say hello, you know, it's an accomplishment in my opinion. So uh just, you know, got to keep working, I guess. Johnny Franchise is just gonna have to keep working. Um, Mark did his thing, came out on top. AJ was the favorite. You know, a lot of people wanted AJ to win. I wanted AJ to win, and just I feel like AJ went in there with a lot of steam, a lot of heat, a lot of energy, and you could feel it because when it came out, just the entrance, the music, the way he was moving, it was just like you could tell this one's gonna win, and it's just like people was ready for it, and it would have been crazy if he would have been the one would have came out with the championship. You know, it would have been insane. I would have been proud, no doubt about it. You know, but it didn't happen like that. You know, Mark was able to figure it out, and he aced, if you will, the match.
Hmm.
He secured the victory, and it got so crazy that if you notice, fans started acting kind of crazy at ringside, and the security guard had to get him. They had to take Mark out of the arena on TV live because fans was getting wild up and it was going to riot. They didn't like the fact that Mark became the television champion of the world television champion. Because when we do our presentation, this is epic. This is big. It is the World Television Championship. Mark is the champion of a world, this world, unfortunately, that we live in. He's the man. He's the guy to beat. This really, anything can come out of this, you know what I mean? But we can say so many things about everybody that was in the match, but I think the focus goes to Mark because he's the one that's got the belt. And now he's solidified that this is his course. Everybody else just has to run it. You see what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting how everything's going to play out with all that. I want to see what Mark is like this time as a champion. He's been a champion before, but I want to see how he is now as a champion, how he performs. Mark has had a lot of really good speed this season. Mark is right now in the best shape he's ever been in. He's moving better than he did back in the day. You know what I mean? And AJ is just a phenomenon, you know, and JTV has really gone into like this anime phase that I've been enjoying. You know what I mean? It's been getting me hyped, you know, and I really like it. It's like a combination of Ryan Seal with AJ Jenkins, with Marcus Holloway, with Nix. You know, Mason Steele also has gone like in a comic book way, a direction with his theme song. And I just shout out to him, Iron Wolf. I love that dude. And I just, man, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. But AJ Jenkins is just a phenomenon right now. So good season, good background, and you just you gotta stay in there, and you just gotta work on it. Just keep working and working and working and working. You've been working hard at it.
Hey, Jay, may I say something?
What you want?
Can you pass me the mic?
You see, I'm talking.
No. Yeah, can you pass me the
No,
mic
I
though?
can't.
Okay,
He's
pass me the mic.
afraid.
Pass me the mic in
What
a
do you
second,
got to
please.
say?
Well, can you pass me the mic?
Here's the mic. You want me to hold it for you
Okay,
too?
thanks. No, can you just hand it to me?
There you go.
All right, you shouldn't have handed me the mic. Here we go. Listen,
What the fuck?
I give props to Mark, but This is the second travesty to happen to our company. The first was Scott Gross. But listen,
Oh,
Oh
here's
my
what I got to
god.
say.
I'm done.
AJ.
I think we've been on here for too long.
AJ is AJ is a phenomenal talent. And so is Mark, and I love to see them two going at it one more time, down the road potentially. But you know, AJ, I will say this to you. Once I win the title of Japan, I'll give you a call, all right, AJ? Don't worry, I'll call you. Fuck
I
you.
believe you. Damn.
Here's the mic back, Jay.
you shouldn't have passed me the mic. So, anyways, like I was saying, this is an interesting time. This is my favorite era in JTV wrestling, my favorite roster. And it's almost like me having my MVP MLB team right now with this lineup. And I'm enjoying it a lot. A lot. I'm having the most fun I've ever had in JTV. I'm having it right now. And I think it's showing through the success that we're sharing. Looking forward to what comes with it. Let's move along to what we got next. Did Colin get to talk?
So, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So next, after this match, so after Mark wins, there was a little video.
Wait, hold on. I actually have something good to say. Jay, before we continue, I just want to say, just from, I'm sure Colin and AJ can reiterate this, but thank you for all your hard work on the lead up to this. You absolutely killed it. Just want to say that.
Hey, kid, I appreciate that. That's sweet.
We all beat a
Proud of
friend
you.
somewhere.
Thank you.
We all be the
God
friend.
bless you, man. I love you,
Good plan.
brother. I appreciate that.
Fuck you, Mark. Anyways,
Aw.
continue.
Damn, he wants
What the
another
fuck?
one.
What the fuck? All right. So,
All right.
what
All right.
the fuck? All right. So next, after Mark won, there was like a little, like a mystery video package. So it's this guy in a mask, and it was, nobody knew who it was. Watching it live, it was just like he was saying cryptic shit. Now I think that's a new threat coming to JTV now.
The guy with the mask that we keep saying.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first this time, and you could throw your spin on it, everybody, and people in the comment section join in if you got questions, or if you think you know who the masked person is, let me know in the comment section. But so I don't know. It's a weird thing, we've seen this person twice. We still don't know nothing. This person seems to be sending subliminal messages, and it looks like we're getting close to chemical warfare in JTV. And it's just like this person. I don't know what they're planning. Like you said, it looks like an attack is coming to JTV, but who is he and what's he gonna do? What kind of attack? You know what I'm saying? Because if he comes back to JTV, he's gonna assault everyone backstage with a hug and a kiss. Then it's gonna be a weird JTV. So it's interesting to wait and see who is this guy, who is this person,
Friendship.
and what they're gonna do, what they're gonna So that's my take on the masked man. Who do I think it is? If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's Majestic Tokyo. But
God
back to you
damn
guys.
it.
Hey, that's something we haven't seen in a very long time.
Shit, it could be the natural balance. You never know. Which I'm definitely gonna talk about that later. You definitely know. You definitely know I'm gonna talk about that shit later.
Well,
I'm gonna scream about that.
let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
So next,
Sure.
we fucked up. We already talked about Troy versus Cruz.
Yeah.
Well, so next, Lowrider came out. He talked his big announcement. He'd been teasing for weeks. He bringing back his promotion. I cannot remember the name of it.
WPW, Women's Pro Wrestling.
WPW.
Yes.
And the first person he brought out was Ari. Ari returned to the JTV Pro Wrestling circuit since 2019 or something like that.
Something like that. I
2018.
think 2018. Yeah.
So Ari returns, but somebody interrupted them, and you can just guess. Well, not so. They also Mike Tyson and X-Pac come back some no. They came out, you know,
You gotta love it.
and
You gotta love it.
but somebody interrupted the whole thing, and it just made everybody sick. It's Maverick and the Freak Show. Maverick arrived at Showdown. He want to be there somehow, and he arrived. So Maverick showed up with Big Recto and Cliff, I believe, and some clowns. And but Maverick talked his shit. But you know what? You know what happened to Maverick? Maverick get punched right in the fucking face by Mike Tyson.
That was funny.
Mike Tyson knocked that man out.
I just always thought that it's so funny that when he knocks him out, that's when everybody starts fighting. I thought that shit was
Yeah.
funny. It was like a bar fight, you know.
X-Pac is beating up the clowns. Mike Tyson and Maverick going at it. Ari beating up the female clowns, and Lowrider is getting some of the action too. So at least Lowrider looking great. Like, you know, he's still doing his shit. He's still doing his thing, you know. And it ends with Lowrider, Ari, X-Pac, and Mike Tyson on top, you know. I thought it was pretty good, you know, that announcement.
Yeah.
You know, Lowrider is back, you know.
Yep.
You know, Lowrider got a new deal with JTV.
He does.
And, you know, he
Yeah.
can't hurt us this time. So,
I don't think he wants to do that anymore.
yeah, he can't. Yeah, he don't want to do that. You know, we don't want to make a statement no more. You know.
Oh, goddamn it, you motherfucker.
So yeah, so you don't want all of that, but I thought it was
Right.
pretty good. And
Right.
you know, every returns. You know, every kind of fun. Anyway, we continue. So
Oh,
Hold on.
damn it.
Hold on. Oh, I got something to say.
It's
I
Maverick.
definitely think, and Jay, I want you to touch on this just a little bit. But a lot of people seem to be focusing on what happened with Ari and Russ Walker and me getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. I broke my back spinal.
hey, yo.
But there's a little piece of that segment that nobody noticed that I feel like needs to be addressed.
Okay, talk about it. What you got?
You're bisexual?
Well, Jay, I'm
Oh,
not-
no.
Oh,
No.
God.
I want to say
This-
there's nothing wrong being bisexual, but Maverick is kind of. I would assume Maverick is a little bi. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No.
Well,
So,
listen,
Folks,
no.
we are shooting the shit here live.
Listen,
at ATV Pro
I
Wrestling.
know that.
They're gonna take us off the air, man.
Yo, AJ,
there's
I
nothing
know-
wrong with being that. Yeah.
JTV
Hey,
Pro Wrestling.
Listen,
Wrestling.
I know-
Ass.
It's wrestling.
Listen, I know.
Ass.
I gotta watch what I say and stuff. So be very careful, Jay. You stop me.
Mm-mm.
But there's a little piece there at the end of that segment that not a lot of people have talked about, that a lot of people have discussed. And it's been very interesting to me. Everybody just talks about me getting knocked out and things. If you don't remember, at the end of that segment, there was somebody else that appeared. Does anybody remember that?
Well, yeah, there was
Sanity.
the girl, the lady. I saw her,
Mhm.
the one with the dress. Yeah, I saw her.
In the doll mask, right?
Was she?
I don't know.
What about her?
Just it's huh?
What about her?
I think it's just interesting that nobody has pointed that out. Nobody's talked about that. Everybody wants to talk about the Ari thing and the Russ Walker thing and this and that, blah 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 blah, and the VIP thing and the Mike Tyson thing. That nobody wants to look at the important information that happened. You know, Mike Tyson knocked me out. I went to another dimension, and I came back a changed man in like 5 seconds. You know, I see the world. I see the world now. But
I see the world. in
Keep
black
saying 5
and
seconds.
white.
but nobody, no, you know, I broke my jaw, nasal. But nobody,
Oh.
nobody seems to point that out, and I think it's interesting that nobody wants to talk about that. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Now, yeah. Fucking anyway. So
Wow.
now
Well,
after
Okay.
that, I love you, man, but you know I do. So anyway,
what's
we
the
got
what's the deal, Maverick? What's the deal with that lady?
what was the purpose? What she do for the free show?
Well, you guys know that everybody has been talking shit about the freak show multiple
Of
Yeah.
times.
course. Of course.
Um.
A new logo is fire though.
So who knows?
Oh,
Maybe some details will come here shortly. Maybe some details will come out here soon.
Hit me up.
Huh?
Huh?
what the hell?
Who knows? Maybe it's time for a change in the freak show. Maybe something we've never done before.
Oh,
Who knows?
what?
Hey.
A change
What,
we'd never done before? What the hell?
y'all gonna make a fucking sex tape? What?
Oh,
No, it's not-
AJ,
not-
get your
not what
mind
I'm
out of the
saying.
gutter, kid. Come on now.
Not
Alright.
what I'm saying at all.
So I'm just saying, the fuck gonna happen? You just wanna attack fucking orphans, or like?
Let's just say, Jay, what am I allowed to? Let's see.
There's a lot of words you cannot say on this podcast.
Just watch us fly. That's what I'll say. Just watch us fly.
So, after Maverick got what he wanted to say, so next we move on to Colin Klein. Colin Klein versus the world in a 5-man endurance match, a JTV original match. 5-man endurance match, which means 30 minutes left. 30 minutes on the board. And whoever get the most points, so like a championship scramble, but a little different.
yeah,
Whoever get the most points will win the JTV Hardcore Championship.
right.
Colin Klein, John Skinner, Jaden Nix, Marcus Holloway, and Funkman Funky Carter. So, obviously, Funkman came out with the everybody's favorite theme song for one last time before he fully changed it, I believe. Jaden Nix, an underdog in this match because nobody knew who was going to be a part of it until Mega Wrestling 30. Then with everything else, he's actually his showdown appearance, you know?
Right.
Marcus Holloway, one of the best entrances of the whole. I start
Oh yes.
fire deep inside me. That y'all going to hear
That was awesome.
John Skinner, the game changer. John Skinner have an opportunity, which also
Oh,
Skinner may not win this match, but we're gonna stay tuned. And the JTV Hardcore Champion, the Canadian Terminator, Colin Klein.
Colin had.
Colin had my new name.
Colin Ham. And shit. They like bacon, you know.
Yeah.
So, which is one of the best part of this match is those 30 minutes went by hella fast because how much fun this match was to watch. Colin Skinner and Marcus was no doubt the top dogs in this match when it comes to points. And Colin Klein did whatever he could to make sure that nobody can take away the JTV Hardcore Championship away from him.
Right.
Jaden Nix were able to get some points in, same with Funkman. However, it was a draw to end the match between them 5 men. And a draw leads to the Canadian Terminator and his Warriors theme attire to retain the JTV Hardcore Championship while Bulls on Parade plays. One of the funnest matches on the card because I never got bored during that match.
Right.
Everybody was on the edge of the seat because a lot of people want either Skinner or Colin to win. There were some people who wanted Marcus to win.
Yeah.
No,
Some
they
people
want
wanted
Marcus too.
Yeah, they wanted Marcus to win. Some people want Frontman to win.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Jaden Nix because I ain't seen no person. I think Shannon said he think Nix was going to win because it was just you can never know.
Oh.
He said he think Nix was going to win, but majority of people cheer for Skinner, Colin, and Marcus. So Colin retained and a draw after 30 minutes. The Canadian Terminator lives another day and retained his JTV Hardcore Championship. and now he retains the title and get to sleep with a woman at night. How do you feel about that whole situation, Colin?
Very good. You know, I came out of that match with a big smile on my face. I obviously went to bed later that night with an even bigger smile on my face, if you know what I
I
mean.
believe
But
you.
yeah, John Skinner is a tremendous talent. Marcus is another tremendous talent. I actually see him spamming me in the comment section. Put the title on the line. Put the title on the line. Give me a rematch at Chemical Warfare. He says. Funky Carter.
We love
You know, everyone loves Funk Man, but you know he decided to go down a different path than Jaden. Anyway, moving on. So, hey. I mean, probably three of the most talented individuals I've ever been in the ring with, and Jaden Nix was there too. But I do think Marcus does deserve a rematch because, you know, me and him each scored 5 points in that. I didn't think I was going to win. A lot of people didn't think I was going to win because I was like 3 points, and then somehow I gained 2 more points and I tied it up. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe John Skinner will get involved. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Chemical Warfare is coming to you guys soon. We're working on it. Jay, do you want to say anything?
Well, you got Maverick. I'd like to hear his take, and
I forgot about Maverick.
I'll say mine.
Mav, the floor is yours. You got a mic. Take your time, Junior. Take your time.
All right. Sorry. What was the question?
We're talking about the hardcore title match.
Oh, yes. Fuck you, Colin.
I love you too.
I thought it was a good match. This match had Funky Carter, which I've always been a fan of Funky Carter. Not too much on him joining Freak Show, but or not Freak Show, but BKS. I mean, it is what it is. Nothing I can do.
He'll be working for me soon. Don't worry.
Shut up. Colin, I definitely think you deserved it. Colin, I'll be honest. I didn't think you was gonna win it. I'm not gonna lie. You pulled it, and I was hyped. Not gonna lie. I will be honest. During this match, I was pulling for Marcus. Marcus is one of those guys that, you know, I've had many run-ins with, and he's impressed me, honestly. And I honestly thought that this was his time, but Colin obviously proved that, you know, he loves the title more, and it's his baby now, you know, and it's gonna forever be his baby. So proud of you, Colin, for being able to pull it out.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud
of you.
Before I give the mic to Impact, I also want to mention
AJ, I wasn't done yet.
No, give me a second.
And I wanted to say something.
Before I let Maverick speak real quick, I want to let everybody know that this man Colin, right? Actually, I'm gonna need my N-word patch real quick. This nigga Colin, right? He gonna defend his title successfully, right? But this motherfucker lost to fucking Malcolm Berry for a fucking championship. Okay, buddy.
Well, listen.
No.
Listen. That world title was just a piece of cardboard. I'm not competing for some replica title belts. I'm competing for a real world championship. So that's why I did it. There's your answer.
All right, fair enough. Continue, man.
But what I was trying to say was, yeah, Marcus Holloway definitely thought he was going to do it. I personally think, and this is just me, and this is me taking a long shot. Colin, be happy whenever you hear this. I thought this was match of the night, honestly. This was the match that I couldn't take my eyes off of, if I'm being honest. I definitely thought that this was the match that I think this is the match that everybody will think was match of the night. Just because of its how, like, not only the unpredictability of it, but just like, I don't know, just like the ending. You know, I mean, it would have been okay if like, oh man, John Skinner's pinned this guy like 5 times, but it was one of those things that was back and forth. It was anybody's game. You know, it was very unpredictable. You were like, oh my gosh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? And then Colin ended up being able to pull it out. It was crazy. So this is Maverick's golden buzzer match of the night. Ding 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 ding.
Thank you, Mark. Or thank you, Maverick. I almost called you
Don't
Mark
call
for
me
a
Mark.
second.
Fuck Mark.
I almost got so offended.
Mark Bannon here. Anyways, fuck Mark.
Well, I gotta say, I think you did a great job selling that punch for Mike Tyson. I think it was better than when Shawn Michaels got his squirrely ass knocked out
Fuck
at
you,
WrestleMania.
Colin.
Oh
I
my
love you too.
God. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, you could really sell a punch.
Colin Klein compared Mike Tyson punching out Maverick to him knocking out Shawn Michaels. Stop.
It was a beautiful punch.
Stop right now. Stop.
Well, with that being said, Amber, hit me up. But continue.
I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna knock mine's out. I'm gonna knock mine's out. So a great match. Oh God. Speaking of the devil, Barry just hit me up. I know because I can see it up there. It says his name.
Oh,
But,
Stop, bro! Stop!
Wait.
Should I read it out?
Yes,
live?
yes.
Is he watching it?
Probably he's watching us.
It appears that he says, "Hey." Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
Somebody's
I
looking
guess-
for attention. All right. Let's move on. So.
all
Hey,
right.
Barry, where's the woman? Oh, wait, she's with the real man.
Ah,
Oh
remember-
my
I
God.
remember that.
Oh my God. Oh shit. I'm about
You could take that world title that you won and stick it up your ass. I got a better
I'm
title.
about to walk off the show. I can't do this. If Marcus is watching this shit right now, he's screaming. I promise you. I can't do this shit. Y'all don't cross. Why do you say that shit to that kid for, huh? You don't know he
So,
read that
bitch
shit. He
ass.
driving a bike. It's going to be Final Fantasy on his ass when he's in traffic. Come on, man. Leave that kid alone. You know these
Yeah,
kids.
he ain't do nothing to you.
these kids with mental illness, man, it's not fair. All right. So, anyways, great wrestling match that occurred. Colin walked out, obviously, still the hardcore champion. You know, I think. Oh, he's hit me up again.
Oh my God.
So, the hardcore championship, ever since the late '90s, has always been important to me. I watched the Big Boss Man. I'd watch Gangrel, who was with us at Showdown. I'd watch Steve Blackman, Crash Holly, you know, all these great hardcore champions that were. And that title was always special to me, dear to my heart. But it's not the only one I watched. WCW had one, you know, and I think ECW might have had one. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, if you're watching.
I don't think
but
so. Maybe.
WCW had one. You know, the WWF one is the one I liked, you know, and I was a big fan of it. And I love playing those matches on the original PlayStation on SmackDown 1, where you'd fight anywhere, literally anywhere, not this 2K shit that they give us every year, you know. So that's the passion I feel for these things. And I love hardcore matches. I love weapons matches. And this man is carrying that division on his back right now. And I am very proud of you. I want you to know that. You know what I mean? This is a great division. You're a great champion. It looks really, really good on you. And I'm glad, if you remember, I was hoping you was going to hang on to the title when we talked about it at Showdown. And I feel like I'm very interested to see how this is all going to go, but you got to stay hungry, my brother, you know, because you kind of sometimes let your guard down. You know what I mean? You kind of take a backseat to the next man. You know, we got somebody named after a fruit hitting us up right now. Okay. Who you decided that you was going to put over on JTV 19? The fuck you thinking about? Do I need to turn to Chris Hansen for a moment? What were you thinking about? It
I don't
says
think it
here
was
in the,
19,
in the
but-
chat
Hey,
log.
Wait, was it 19? I can't
No.
remember.
So
You put that nigga over like 3 times.
so that happened. We don't need to talk about it, but it happened. And you've been a nice guy. And there's an old saying, nice guys finish last. You know the old saying. So
Nice guy always fit the last.
right. So because of that, I'm wondering, you're a champion. You ain't the world's heavyweight champion, but you're a champion in JTV Wrestling. You're representing an entire division right now. Your title run with this title is going to show me whether you have what it takes to be a world champion. Because of the fact that this is the most important title you've ever had, and you were the last of a kind because you were the original last submission champion, and you are the last JTV middleweight champion. Those titles don't exist no more. You did that. You accomplished that. This is more important. That's how important this run with the hardcore title is. So this division, the hardcore division, I think is really, really going to pick up in JTV, and it's going to get very, very much more extreme. And I'm not just talking about in the ring. I'm seeing fights everywhere. That's, as a fan, that's what I want to see. You know, if you wind up fighting in the airport one day and the title's on the line and everything's all over the place, who gives a shit? And I'm saying, let's have this fight go to Vice City. You know what I mean? Marcus Holloway's in the comment section right now challenging you to a fight. He wants more, bro. And that was a great match at Showdown. Y'all done put together a wonderful match. Funk Man was in there. Everybody was getting a fall. That match came close. Everybody scored. Everybody. And it was a game breaker that changed everything. And then boom, a draw. No sudden death. He just walks out with the title. Too much time. Come on now. You're doing your shit, but you gotta stay focused, man, because if you limit yourself, you ain't gonna make it to the top. You either gonna be mid-card top player, Colin Klein, or you're gonna be top level Colin Klein. Ain't no place like at the top. Marcus Holloway is blowing it up right now in the comment section. He wants to fight you like Batista did to Triple H. Will you give him what he wants? Hey, we're not even going to answer that.
Give me what I want, what I really, really want. Oh, I'll give you what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna. Fuck you.
Hey, yo.
There was no
Continue.
There was no need for that. But anyways, I'm excited about the division. I think that division, how crazy it's going to get, and the Bloodsport division, how crazy it's going to get for the shows, I'm very, very excited about. But you are the champion, sir, and this is your time to reign. You've managed to do what you can to hold on to it, and I hope it continues. There were more people in that match, though. The game changer, John Skinner, great kid, great man, great talent, you know, has all the tools to make it in this business. That's why he signed with the top brand in this business, that BKS. And you already know about them boys in that black and that red. But yeah, you know, with this, John Skinner secure that he's with the head honcho team that's going to take over this profession, and it's going to run it just like we're running it right now. Okay, so Skinner is one of the hottest commodities in JTV wrestling, and he has all the opportunity in the world to truly make an impact like no other. There's different guys that have come along from different eras, from different times. You got, you know, Ocean. There's quite a few people in JTV wrestling that people are already looking at like, yo, this is a commodity. That's a commodity. This is a commodity. You know, Skinner's one of them. A backbone type of guy. And we got his match coming up to talk about also, but his other match, I should say. We're talking about this one. Skinner really has all the tools to make it in the business. He's improved so much and a force to be reckoned with. You know, wasn't able to get the job done in this match, but that was only at the start of the night, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, who else you had in this match? The Popo was in this match.
Legs.
Knicks, things been kind of funky for Knicks for a while. He ain't had an opportunity like this in a while. It's been a minute. I think his last chance at something interesting was when he was in Vendetta in Kuwait. So big ultimate showdown match. He didn't get the job done, but he looked really good in there. I think him coming over to Mega Rush is going to be good for him. Once you start getting in there in the spotlight, I think there's going to be a lot of people because he adds on to that anime scene that I'm talking about that exists right now in JTB. And the scene that I'm looking at, this anime scene that's going on, is kind of like how the Dudley Boys were for the tag team division, Edge and Christian for the tag team division, groups like that, so at the beginning of it warming up anyways. But just talented individuals, and Knicks is one of them. Whether I like him or hate him, he's really one of them. I think he has the potential to accomplish great things if he put his mind to it. And Funkman, obviously, I got a lot of love for. Funkman is a great talent in itself, and he's kind of surfing right now. You never know what can come out of it. A nice wave, or you drown. Funkman is taking a hell of a risk right now, so he's doing his thing. He's bumping. He's in BKS. I talked to him. He's happy with it. He's good. For those that are wondering, he is. He's good with all that. He's ready to make an impact in BKS, and nobody's going to hold him back no more. I think he proved that in that match. Marcus Holloway, last but not least. Marcus, fantastic talent. I think Marcus is the future of JTV. He's been doing it for a while like nobody else. Marcus is a man who, once upon a time, him and I had our disagreement. We made our peace like men, and that individual was able to make way back again. Not so much so because I wanted, but much more so because he wanted to come back to JTV. And it just goes to show you how that individual operates. You know what I mean? If he is the type of guy that can have an issue with management, anybody in management in JTV, and he could step out and it'd be something serious, and he can come back and make peace, then I would say that that's a man. You know what I mean? Don't let me get on my Ultimate Warrior YouTube shit. Well, Marcus Holloway, he disrespected me. So yeah, I just I got a lot of respect for him. What can I say? Great talent. I would say some people to Marcus is severely underrated. You know what I mean? I think there's people out there that probably look at him like he's underrated, or look at him like he's a mid-carder, or however they want to look at him. But in my eyes, I think that Marcus is a top guy, and I think that this is the year that we're going to see main event Marcus Holloway. I think that he's been chiming his way up. He's been kicking ass for a while. Let's not forget about those battles, bro. That battle he had with Maverick, the freak show thing that they did. It was fun. The type of things that he was seeing, that shit was fun. And I enjoyed those stories on JTV with Marcus had gotten in a fight against Maverick, and they had that fight in the house back at New Dawn. That shit was fun. Okay, that shit was really, really fun. He was torturing Marcus and whatever significance that house held for Marcus. You know what I mean? We're still digging deep into Marcus's brain, his mind, and I hope we get the answers to all those things. I hope there's a flashback that shows why Marcus was thinking everything he was thinking this entire time. But he's going through a metamorphosis, like Conscience said, that he's
I like to see him fight Raven.
This darkness manifests. You know what I mean? And since we're on this video game tune, it can go to Jackie Estacado in the darkness. You know what I mean? Something like that might be going on with Marcus Holloway. It could be the rage of Kratos in God of War. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that could be wrong with Marcus. Nobody really knows. There's times he even covers himself. He got that mask that he walks around with. you know, to conceal something. What is he hiding? You know what I'm saying? So it makes you wonder a little bit, you know, where are we going with this? So I think Marcus is going to make a huge impact this year, and I'm looking forward to him um, being a major player, stepping up this year, and maybe being the world heavyweight champion. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. Uh, that's really my take on that match.
Well, with that being said, from the head honcho, we'll move on. After this match, Matt Dagger show up, fucking asshole. He show up at the end of this match. Gonna show up at the TV? Nah, the man want to show when he want to show up. He show up. However, the return of Convo Wolf put this man through a table.
Yeah.
And added the terror of Matt Dagger returning and trying to go after Colin Klein. And also, on the side note, Mark Zuckerberg was there and got taken out by Will Sasso. Definitely going hell for that. There's nothing to describe this. I mean, Convo was returning, but I don't know how to describe
Great
that.
talent.
Great talent. That's all I got to say. I don't know how to describe that. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
You hear Maverick?
No, he's not there.
Any thoughts, Colin?
Well, I don't understand why he decided to show up. I was confused. You decided to give up a title that you had, and then you tried to go after me. What was the point, man? What was the point?
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Matt Dagger and not understanding it goes hand in hand, you know. He got his ass beat. Maybe it'll set his thinking straight. Conville came back. We haven't seen Conville Wolf since the 10th anniversary of JTV Mega Rush, in which he returned to JTV after years of being absent. And with that, celebrated a night of history. And then fast forward to Ultimate Showdown number 5. Not only is he back, but he's back as the Conville Wolf. You know, when he showed up at the anniversary show, he wasn't Conville Wolf. You know, he was TJ Don, or however he wants to go by. You know, so and that links back to the GSF and the COH and all that other stuff he did. You know, in the EFED world. But he came back, TJ Don, and then Ultimate Showdown 5. He put that face paint on, and here's a warrior. Because Conville Wolf is back, and he put his hands on Matt Dagger, and he whooped his ass. You know, he put him in his place, and he was doing all kind of crazy shit. There was a part where, when Dagger was thrown off the stage or some shit, he dove on him on a bunch of chairs that was like on the ground, and then he had grabbed this man and he put him through a damn table. He is a psycho. He is a suicidal, homicidal. Just no. So Conville Wolf has reintroduced himself to JTV, this time showing everyone that he is a force to be reckoned with, that he is dangerous, and that he is coming for everyone, not just those within the JTV hardcore division. So this is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I've been wanting to work with Conville Wolf for a long time. Worked with him way back in the day. I always thought he was a great talent, but was a little not okay in the head. He got his shit together. He came back, and now I'm very excited about working with him. Great talent, and don't mean to brag, but I think I know a thing or two of how to operate and work with talent, and I think it shows that it's not bullshit. So, yeah, he's very happy, and I was very happy that a lot of people were pleased with the creative stuff that they have going on in JTV. Makes me feel good, and I do my part to try to make everyone happy so that they can say I'm Hitler. Anyways, you know, we have our fun, we do our thing, and that's kind of like what we're trying to do. That's the plan. That's where our focus is, you know. But it's good to see him back, and yeah, I mean, it's good to see him back, and it's just like I'm looking forward to working with him. And it was just an interesting thing to have Will Sasso just apparently walk out. And when he walks out, he beat the shit out of Mark Zuckerberg. Now, I don't like Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm glad that he tried
No
to.
one does.
I don't like him. He showed up at Ultimate Showdown uninvited. We didn't know who he were. You know what I mean? No security went up there. The reason you didn't see security up there to help that man is because nobody even knew the fight was going on. It took a while before the camera production people caught on, as to what was going on. He got his ass beat in the audience. He came out of nowhere to try to attack Will Sasso. What do you think what Will Sasso's supposed to do? You know what I mean? You got this freak pervert motherfucker that comes out of the audience, you know what I'm saying? And tries to put his hands on him. Of course he was gonna whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna hear this shit and he's gonna suspend my account for 15 days. Fucking chump, you know? So yeah, I just thought it was a great segment for Showdown 5, and it was balls out and edgy, and that's what we like. I love Will Sasso, a big fan of Mad TV back in the day, good times in the 90s. And um, did I say I don't like Mark Zuckerberg? So
Yeah.
I don't think so.
you shouldn't have passed me the mic, you know what I mean? So I just moving on past that, I just thought it was fantastic. Combat Wolf is back, and Mark Zuckerberg is going into the Hall of Shame. There you go. There you go. What do we got next?
My favorite segment / match. Taylor Swift performance. All right, but it wasn't no ordinary performance. No. She got interrupted by the GOAT. But before we got that, we had Mortal Kombat versus Tekken. So Taylor Swift got interrupted. However, Shang Tsung is coming for her soul. But you know who tried to stop it? Sub-Zero and Scorpion trying to stop things. So we had a whole fight. We had a battle. And then guess who else show up? Tiger Mask. Oh my God.
You gotta love it.
But before we do all of that, Shang Tsung took some bodyguard's soul. What happened? Fucking that stupid.
Oh
So
shit.
Shang took this bodyguard's soul.
Nigga was like, oh.
So just stick fighting. Next thing you know, Taylor Swift is walking out while Tiger Mask and I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero is fighting. But you notice Shang Tsung is gone. Shang Tsung, so which means Shang Tsung took Taylor Swift's soul and was able to walk out there peacefully. That's some goated shit.
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful thing at Showdown 5 I ever witnessed. That was beautiful. You can't tell me otherwise. You were hating that.
Right.
That was beautiful. One of my favorite segments. 10 out of 10. 5 stars. 10 stars. Man, give Shang Tsung a contract.
Hey,
I'm gonna
in the comments section, would y'all like to see Shang Tsung stick around? Let us know in the comments section.
Yes.
So
have that guy show up at Pumpkin Night, Japan tour.
What's your take on it, Colin? I want to hear yours.
I love Shang Tsung, man. I remember watching the Mortal Kombat movie, the 90s one, back when I was a kid, and I fell in love. I always enjoyed seeing Shang Tsung steal people's souls and stuff.
Yeah.
Just, man, great segment overall. I loved it.
Right.
Great segment overall.
I mean, Mortal Kombat is nostalgic. It's one of my favorite games of all time. We just got MK1. We've been playing it. It's a great game. A lot of fun, a lot of good times, a lot of good shit. Such good shit. We're shooting the shit tonight. But just good memories, man. And that's what I like to have in JTV, just great fun memories of what makes us feel good. So Shang Tsung being a Showdown was very, very important, and if you ain't got nothing else to say, I'll say that it's just part of my childhood and part of the happiness that I like to see. I think that's what that segment was. We got to see Shang Tsung come out. Taylor Swift is one of my crushes. And he offered her an apple. that I thought that the apple thing was symbolic because it kind of reminded me of the Bible. I'm sorry to breach the uh, comfort zone of anyone's religion here. I mean no disrespect, but it kind of reminded me of the Bible, and it was just like the whole offering of the apple kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I thought that was fun and interesting, and she didn't take the apple. You know, and I love when Shang Tsung put his arms behind him and he was on his chill shit on his anime type shit. It was cool. You know what I mean? So after that, you had uh Sub Zero comes out and he looked that's one of the most fire ass Sub Zeros I've ever seen. That that man looked nice. He looked really, really nice. And came to the ring, and it looked like he was going to do something to her. Before he could do anything to her, here comes his nemesis. You know, what I mean, Scorpion shows up from outer world or wherever he came from. And it was a good face off. And I've said this since we're talking about this. I've been wanting to see, and I think a lot of people have been wanting to see it. I've been wanting to see Scorpion versus Sub Zero at Showdown for a long time. And I was finally able to make it happen, in the right way with the music and everything. And round one, fight, right in around the time MK1 was coming out, So I thought that was dope, and that's the reason we did that. And it was just a great segment. And what better way to just excite us more and make us go nuts than to bring out, you know what I'm saying, that boy right there. So once Tiger got out and he did his shit, it was just like it was realistic, because had he really shown up and fought them, that's what he would do. He would do wrestling moves to Sub Zero and Scorpion. So I thought that was fire. It was realistic. He suplexed them and he dropped on them, that's old school type shit. You know what I'm saying? The old Macho Man, old wrestling type shit. You slam somebody and then you splash on them like the Warrior. So I just thought it was fire when he picked up Scorpion and he slammed him, or he splashed on him, or he dropped his knee on him. And I just thought that was nostalgic and a feel good. And it excited me when I saw it, even before it was public, and it made me feel good. And I just thought that's the 90s right there. That's good. And it was just a wonderful segment. It was a really wonderful segment. It was fun. It was a shout out to Home Sweet Home PlayStation. That's how we started the show, with the PlayStation logo. And it's just about feeling good. There you go, Mark. Yes, Scorpion is from the Nether Realm. Thank you for clearing that out. Yes.
Yeah. So now, next we got
a big one. I see it.
The dream match.
Yes.
Of a lifetime. This is the real match of the lifetime.
This should be
once
fun.
of a lifetime. This is the real once of the lifetime. I hear voices in the air. Now this is your semi-main event of the evening. In fact, could it compete with the main event of the evening? Mr. Amazing versus the box office hit, the global phenomenon, Kevin Impact. We see Amazing come out to a live version of Dirty Little Thing by Adult's Way.
Yeah.
Impact, after that, Impact has come out. You hear Life is What You Make It for the last time ever. So it's
that song.
One of a good song, underrated song in JTV, but it's one of the good one. It's a good song. I listen to it a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So this match started off slow, of course. Both these men looking at each other. It's time for the dream match.
Right.
Mr. Amazing and Impact hit it off. Strikes, grapples, do whatever it takes. Amazing was able to get the upper hand. Spears, Impact, Flag of Impacts, Black Death. It's back and forth this whole match. Right. And by God, at the ending of the match, Mr. Amazing was able to hit Impact, I think, with a spear for the last time.
It was like a double head-butted thing, and he hit me with the spear. Yeah. So, which is fire. It's a fire way to end a match, like a double headbutt between both baldies,
Hey,
you know, into the spear.
uh, so to end the match, Amazing hit Impact with the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Uh, Beautiful match. Everybody enjoyed it. Um, you know, nobody can complain about that match. However, at the end of the match, before we get to the next day, at the end of the match, Impact gave Amazing a hug, so everybody is surprised. But however, before Showdown at the press conference, Amazing did say that he wanted to change Impact, and he loved Impact. So
Right.
that Impact felt like he had nothing else to give. Impact gave Amazing a hug and he said, "I retire." At the
Right.
end, which also leads to the debut of a monster in BKS, and I'm not talking about TLK.
Mm.
We're talking about the Axel that he had debuted the Italian, which is fucking fire, bro. So he debuted in BKS, but back to the match. Impact retires, walked out with nothing but cheers. Amazing celebrated. I think he celebrated with the 3-night deadlock for a bit. And as that match go off into the air, I think that was that number 2 of the best match of the number 1 best match of the night. Number 1. Was because the next match, we're gonna talk about it. It was it was main event worth it, but Impact versus Amazing stole the show. Um, Impact got his groove, practice, and he was able to do his shit this time. Was lead to one of the best matches, one of the best matches of his career. In fact, the best match of his career that I've seen live. So, that's was another 10-star. That was a 10-star match that I can't, you can't forget about it. It goes to the history books. Impact retired, but also Impact left a fucking statement. So
Thank you, sir.
literally. So yeah, Colin.
Yep. I have to agree with you, man. That was definitely probably match of the night for me. Um, just amazing performance by both competitors. But I'll be honest, I'm very pissed off that Impact decided to retire without facing me. You faced Maverick, you faced Ocean, you faced Cerberus, you faced Amazing, Shendon, Corey, you faced all these great competitors, and you decided to leave it all behind. You didn't even fight Mark, bro. There's so many people you could have fought.
You could have fucked.
AJ, get your mind out of the fucking gutter, you sick bastard. There's so many people you could have had a match with. And, I'm just, like, I understand you want to retire, man. I think you have one hell of a career. But I'm just kind of disappointed that I never got to have that match with you. And I've always wanted to have a match with you. Always.
Those words are well put together, Colin. You bring a tear to a glass eye. I'll tell you that, kid. But I've done everything I felt I needed to do here. I understand there's a couple of dream matches out there that people would like to see me in, but we're all living in the past, really, when it comes to Kevin Impact, because we like JTV the way it is. We want JTV to stay the way it is, right? That's what it is. We don't want it to change. Unfortunately, though, we also exist in this thing called time. And time is not very nice a lot of the time. And time eventually it sweeps the old dust,
Yeah.
And I've done everything that I've dreamed of doing here in JTV Wrestling, I can accomplish a million other things if I wanted. There's probably not a better time for me to retire on top than right now, and to help this roster flourish and blossom and grow into a superstar like me. And that's what I see. So at Ultimate Showdown, it wasn't a roost or anything like that, simply because I came out and showed respect to Shendon, and people thought that it was me and BKS and he was joining, and didn't realize that it was actually a passing of the torch. Nobody thought about that. That's why they thought it was so weird. Why is Impact, if Impact retired, he was supposed to be a good guy. He hugged Mr. Amazing. Why is he raising Shendon's hand? Why did he come out
I had a feeling you were doing that.
and he beat that fat piece of trash that was in the ring earlier or after that? You know what I mean? Why? It was a passing of the torch, man. I went to the ring and I showed Shendon respect, whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. I showed the guy respect. He's the world heavyweight champion. It was a hell of a battle between him and the All-Star Kid, and the first ever Ultimate Showdown 3 Stages of Hell. Shout out to that match, you know, with the helicopter coming over the arena. And I showed the man respect. I showed JTV respect. I raised his hand like a man. You know, if things were right, Bruno Sammartino would had walked to the ring in the 90s, and he would have risen Stone Cold Steve Austin hand when he was the WWF champion. We could never see that unless we time traveled and changed something, maybe. But it didn't happen because Bruno Sammartino was not in the WWF anymore by that time. He didn't want to go.
He wasn't a fan of the Attitude Era,
he
really.
was not a fan of the Attitude Era. He had a problem with Stone Cold Steve Austin being on the top turnbuckle with beer next to the World Championship title. So I understood Bruno Sammartino like I can understand my Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's why you get all of that, the error from me. That's what you get when you have me on your talent roster. That's an error. That's a time in wrestling. You know what I mean? But right now we have all these people that deserve to have their time. And I don't want to be in the way. Don't cut me now. All right. Cody said the same thing I'm going to say. I don't want to be the gatekeeper wrestler. You know what I mean? It's not fair that I stand in the way of everybody else. You know, I have services at this point with my health and everything going on seems to be best behind the scenes. I look forward to continuing to be a part of the action, you know, and everything. But I pass the torch to the King of Legends, and I have walked away. For years, I've waited for someone to come along and to represent me. And I think that Shendon is the guy who represents Kevin Impact and JTV. He is the world heavyweight champion. I'm very proud of him, you know, and this is someone who is carrying those 3 initials right now, that JTV. So along with all of you, but he's just the face of it. So with that being said, I decided that I just think it's time. I made that decision, and I thought, you got to understand why Mr. Amazing. Mr. Amazing is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time in JTV. And you said it, AJ, that he was calling to that old Kevin Impact. He was calling me to wake up. He was, making me realize that I needed to leave that life of crime behind. And they wanted the old Kevin Impact back. But that was interesting to me because when I was in Kuwait, everybody hated me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turned on me. Everybody wanted to see Shendon destroy Kevin Impact. And he couldn't do it. An hour and 32 minutes, whatever the hell it was, he couldn't get the job done. You had a fat piece of trash that came out and had to mess that match up. Of course, I was frustrated. Of course, I was upset. But that ain't what changed me, like Shendon said. What changed me was the reaction that I got. I didn't understand why I went into this country a hero, a man, an athlete, a legend, an icon of this business, to get booed the hell out of the building because I did what I did. I whooped that referee's ass because he's an idiot. I think he's an idiot and he don't belong in JTV because how the hell are you going to ring the bell? This is one of the biggest matches of all time. If you ask me, that referee screwed that match up because I would have been whooping that man's ass in the ring. We did what we did. It was a legendary classic match. I got respect for that guy. But it stood just like that, just like Freddie versus Jason, a draw. And now, after that, the fans were the ones who wanted to follow that trend. Same thing they did to CM Punk. They wanted to do it to me. They booed me in Kuwait, and then I come to the States and I'm getting booed. I can't even go home and be appreciated. And people want to sit there and blame me, Kevin Impact, for creating BKS, for signing all these people and starting this propaganda and this revolution in JTV. You know what I mean? What would Che Guevara would have done when he was in Cuba fighting, huh? He wouldn't have given up. He would have ran in there. He would have did his thing. You know what I mean? The same thing Tony would have done. Tony would have kept going had they not double barreled him from behind and he fell in a pool of his own blood. So what you think you're getting when you hear from me? What do you think you're going to get? The box office hit, the global phenomenon. That's who I am. That's who I always will be. I made the legend of Kevin Impact. And that legend is going to stand tall and it's going to live through everybody else. Box office hit, global phenomenon, Kevin Impact. Never forget it. But it's time for somebody else because I want to see who else is coming. That's what that is. Okay? So it is what it is. But, you know, Colin,
Yeah.
in this business, there's an old saying when it comes to retirements never say never.
Never,
Moving
never,
on.
never.
Well, Impact said what he got to say. With that being said, it is time for the
Hell
main
no.
event of
Hell
Ultimate
no.
Showdown.
I want to give a quick shout out to the Italian dude that came out for BKS. Feel me?
I thought we talked about him.
Axel. No,
Axel.
we didn't do Axel yet.
Axel got
I
a
remember I
small
just talked
shout
about
out
him.
from AJ
No, we
Jenks,
didn't
but
do
I'm
Axel.
gonna say a little something about him real quick. That's it. I give you the mic. Listen, this man is a beast. This man is a monster. This man came in, took care of business. You know, there was a big bag of shit at ringside that needed to get taken out to the back, and they wanted to take it. I wanted to take it out the building through the back of the building, so they won't see the shit through the front. And then I done had Axel come in and took care of business. The newest member of BKS, Axel, is coming to a JTB wrestling ring near you. It's going down. The next time is JTV in Japan because that's where we're going to. We're going to Japan. We're going back there. That's the next JTB wrestling show. Check it out. We got Axel for you. All you guys to do is tune in. That's it. We're going to see you there in terms of Axel. Axel is going to be a big deal, in my opinion, JTB Wrestling. And I look forward to meeting him. Boom. Meeting the real Axel, the main event Axel. Go ahead.
All right. Shout out to Axel.
You
I
did.
thought I said
You
something
did.
about him,
Yes.
but if I didn't,
Yes, you
that's
did.
my fault. So now,
For the main
now it's
event.
time for of the evening. JTV Ultimate Showdown 5.
This
8
podcast
hours
was 8
action.
hours.
Shit.
Close to 4.
We talk about the main event. The All-Star Kid, Corey Flash, versus the JTV Heavyweight Champion of the World, the King of Legends, Shelton. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to talk about this main event. So, Shelton versus Corey Flash. Oh boy. First match is a last man standing. Corey deserves all the damn credit he can get because Corey actually did shit to Shendon that has actually had people shocked. So before we started with the match, Corey came out first with the whole attire basing off the point that the king is dead, which also led to the theme song. It was Kingdom mixed with The King
Yeah.
is Dead by Netflix. So go give that a listen. If you never
Yeah.
heard of it, go give that a listen. Shin Ho was dedicated to destroying the streak 42-1. I think it was 41 or 42-1. Shin comes out, but everybody knows usually Shin will come out with the only one key mashup. This time that wasn't the case. Shin came out to a song called Your Majesty. And his entrance was long enough. This is the Load, whoever the fuck they pronounce it. This is hatred between Corey and Shin ever since New Dawn. Next year, Megas, we finally come out and we finally made it to the biggest event in JTV history. 8 hours, and it will end with these two men. Whew. Shendon versus Corey started off with a last man standing. Corey's doing what Shendon is getting him up, beating up Corey. Corey's beating up Shendon. They're going back and forth each time. Shendon ended up getting Corey with the Kingdom Curse and a spear for the 10 count, getting Shan the victor. We bring the streak up to 43-0. All right. Yeah. Next, we got the ladder match happens, Shin and Corey. But before that happens, Corey and Shin just set her up. Then Corey had an opportunity. Shin was trying to do stuff where he can get on the ladder from the outside of the ring, jump in that ladder. However, the return of the natural balance Flash got up top of that ladder and put Shin through a flaming table. Corey tried to go up and get the briefcase, but it was too late because Shannon got back up. He took care of Flash, got back up, climbed that ladder back up, and he won the ladder match. 44. I'm going to say it's 43, so it's 44. It's now 45-0. So, now Shannon is now the winner of the main event of Showdown 5. However, Shannon will not finish. Shin is disappointed in Corey Flash, and he told you, I want one more match. Give me your best because it's the last thing he's going to get. He don't want to end it just the streak. He don't want to end it with him just celebrating. Shin threw Corey in the ring, and Shin started attacking Corey while the case lowers. Corey and Shin going back and forth multiple times. This title was on the line. At this point, the match is already over. This is just an extra match on the card. So this is the main event. Corey and Shin going back and forth. Corey had the chance to escape, but next thing you know, there's a whole helicopter around the arena. And everybody is wondering, who is that? Next thing you know what? Corey's on top of the cage, finna escape. Somebody's on the top of the cage, looking at Corey, and cost Corey the match. Corey falls down. Shannon messed him up a little bit. Shannon climbed up, left the cage, and Shannon remains the JTV heavyweight champion of the world. However, the person that cost Corey the match was Amanda Jones Ray. That happened. It was Amanda Jones Ray. So now everybody thinking Showdown's over. Shannon just retained. Shin went outside the ring, got a chain. Next thing you know, Shin is just beating Corey with the chain, bloodying Corey. Shin is angry, and Shin, I guess, it's built up rage from everything Corey did to him for like years. This is building up for years, and finally, Shin is messing up Corey and making Corey bloody. Mark Flash came out of nowhere and trying to attack Shin. Shin attacked him, beat him with the chain. He going back and forth to both of them. Shin keep punching both of them. And next thing you know, you heard the song Basic Breakdown by Apartment 26.
Oh,
And then next thing you know, Team Flash is back. Sean Storm and the Natural Balance return. Team Flash is coming out to support their brother. But guess who else came out? It's BKS. And speaking of BKS, Ocean's in BKS. You see Skinner come down with a BKS team shirt. Skinner has officially joined BKS. They just beating up team. It's a whole war outside, and Corey is still beating Shin with the chain, which is another question: why BKS is helping Shin? Next thing you know, the song "Over and Under" came on by Egypt Central. Everybody is shocked as Kim Impact walked down, and I'm talking about he walked down. He's just looking around, and Shin is still beating the hell out of Corey. Shin didn't stop by the time Impact got in the ring. The song stopped playing. They look at each other. Everybody think the whole world finna go on. Kevin Impact is finally back to his senses. Kevin Impact, they looked around. Both these men looked around. Next thing you know, Impact gave Shin a hug, and they start celebrating. Then you look on the Tron, it's at BKS. Shin is celebrating with the World Heavyweight Championship. Shin officially had joined Bloody Knuckles Serve as he's the last member of Bloody Knuckles Serve at this moment that joined at Showdown 5, beating the hell out of Corey, beating the hell out of Mark Flash. Everybody is bruised and broken. Then Troy Jackson came out, look at him in the eyes, and Troy Jackson had two ways. He can either attack, he can either join BKS, or he can stay his loyalty. Troy Jackson decided to stay loyal, and he put Corey up there first. They came back and get his that second. While Shinna is celebrating with the title, the BKS time trial go off. Shinna is now a member of BKS, while everything rolls off in the air. Now, during the whole video package, well, let's talk about this match first. This match was a little underwhelming, but I mean, I guess it was you know, you predict a little bit, but it was pretty good compared to, you know, the last Showdown main event. Corey actually tried to beat him, you know. He actually wanted to beat him. So I said that it was good for him to do that. So it was a good storytelling match. Even what happened after.
Oh yes.
It was shocking because at
Pissed
least
everyone off.
pissed everyone off. I was more happy the whole match after because he said I'm very, and then it was like, Mark, you were healed too, and he was like, oh. So
Double turn, man. That hardly ever happens in wrestling.
yeah, nobody expected it, and it was, I wouldn't say about time, but it was amazing. So one of the best things of Showdown, it was Jay tricking us because he thought he thought we going. I thought he gonna end that shit like how Dirty end they fucking pay-per-views with a cliffhanger, but nah, he ended it with that way of Shinden. So I enjoyed it. That's one of the best matches one of the best moments of Showdown 5. She turned the Hill joining BKS after Shannon going to war with BKS multiple times on the Impact. So we'll see I want to see what they're gonna do when this whole the Emperor of Legends thing. Shannon theme song has officially been changed. If I'm not mistaken. There's no more only one king. He's your majesty.
Your Majesty.
He's your majesty now. So I thought that shit was nice.
I kind of had a feeling he was gonna turn heel, because I knew what his heel theme was, and that kind of, I'm thinking, wait, are they actually gonna pull the trigger? Like, that got me thinking.
okay. Well, what's your take, Colin? I want to hear yours.
I mean, I think you guys have heard my reaction. When I saw Shendon beat him twice, I was pissed off.
Mm.
I went into this match cheering for Shendon and booing Corey, and it turned. I I I was cheering Corey at the end of the match and booing the hell out of Shendon. I was pissed. I can't even look that guy in the eye anymore. It kind of makes me sick to even mention his name. But um, I live in a time where my friends are now my enemies and my enemies are now my friends. I posted this.
Mm.
The landscape is changing, but I'm gonna be the one that doesn't change. I'll fight against it, like Dutch Vanderland.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is an iconic match. This is one of the biggest matches that ever happened in JTV. One of the greatest main events at Showdown 5 and Showdown. And, definitely a lot better than the previous main event of Showdown.
Oh
And
yes.
so I'm glad that the most recent Showdown main event is Corey versus Shannon. The title is very prestigious. It's more prestigious now than it's ever been before. I think Corey said that in one of his video monologues and everything, and I agree with that. With those words, it's best said that way. Like that title, everybody's gunning for it. Shendon's been the recipient of that championship for quite some time. Corey has been hunting. Corey came out. Corey wanted to play with fire. Corey got burnt. And Shendon got burnt too, because we got to see Flash come back out of the fire, and while we were all kind of, gazing off and focus on the flaming table and the fire that was coming out, we didn't notice that Flash had went up the ladder and punched him right in his eye. Shendon goes to the flaming table, and so much more that happened. Sean Storm is back. It's good to see them back in JTV. It's good to connect with old friends. It's good to see familiar faces. Definitely just one for the books, like I think Colin said. It's always good to see stuff like that, nostalgic stuff. And what a better way to put the seal on Ultimate Showdown 5 than that. The ultimate betrayal, the ultimate shock, the one thing that we thought would never happen, the good guy of good guys, Shendon, the hero of the land, I guess, the Hercules has turned. And now, you know what I'm saying, we got the opportunity to see two of the biggest names in what we do stand together. And it really does look like there's no hope in sight, which is interesting, because if Kevin Impact is there and Shendon is there, now what do we do? Now we have to rely on those who people might look down upon to demonstrate that they are on the equal level of people like Kevin Impact and Shendon. So that's what's exciting about this journey. We're heading in a journey now where it's like we're going to find out who truly is the best, who truly has what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. So it's an exciting time, and dude did his thing. Corey did. He doesn't get enough credit for the work he put in that match. Corey went in there with a professional PvP fighter, combatant. What do you think is going to happen if you put a regular person in a cage with a big tiger? You really think that the even on size, it's not easy to fight a tiger. The tiger is gonna mess him up. Okay. Corey was put in there with an animal twice the size, 3 times the size, and Shendon is a shredder, pretty much. He's a shredder, no pun intended. So he got in there, he was able to compete. CM Punk took a risk. He decided to try MMA, UFC, and he got his ass whooped. Probably had like 2 fights, but he gave it a shot. Corey gave fighting Shendon a shot, and none of them was able to pass the test. It's like playing Crash Bandicoot. You can't finish the game. Shendon's the game you can't finish. He went out there with the game. He played it, and it didn't go the way Corey wanted. So Corey took the cartridge out. Let's throw it back to my time, you know. So that's what happened. Shendon is up top with the championship title. A message is sent, and he's gone red, if you will. And now that Shendon is in that black and that red, it's just JTV is going to be very dangerous now because the landscape has changed. And let's not forget about Ocean Mafia, Keith Ocean, and John Skinner coming in, you know, and this huge faction that just came out of nowhere. People were doubting. People were like, oh, you know, everybody left BKS or something like that. No more BKS. BKS was never about anyone specifically. BKS was always about reformation. It goes back to the old Hydra, you know, or Medusa or whatever that saying was, you know, that you cut off a head and it grows two. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what it is. And that's the situation we're dealing with right now in JTV, that BKS is going to play the politician game in the backstage area. Everybody else is going to be a part of that society. So it's going to be crazy. I think JTV is kind of going to be like how it was in the 90s with Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? Things were just rampant. You know, the 80s were crazy too, but we're talking about just this wrestling scene where like everybody want to be at the top. You don't have that on the wrestling shows that's on TV. You don't really see a lot of that in the EFED shows, you know, in CAW, because people don't all know how to make talent or use them right or do things the way they should. Okay. In the pro wrestling circuit at JTV, you have a handful of just Hall of Famers, legends, veterans, skilled talent, you know, and everything. And it continues to balance out because we keep a healthy structure. That's how it should be. That's why we do well with this. That's why this is a real PvP pro wrestling circuit, the pro wrestling circuit. So that's what we got. This is one of the biggest things that ever happened in JTV. The game just changed. The game just changed for JTV, and now we're going to see who's going to step up, who's going to do something about this. You know what I'm saying? So it's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing where we go. And if y'all got nothing else to add, we can go to the cash in the case now.
Yeah, I got nothing now. So there's a match where. So there's an announcement. Keith Ocean came out during the whole video package, which is long. It was like 40 minutes video.
Right.
Close to 40.
Right.
Keith Ocean came out and he announced
it's a whole documentary, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole documentary of the story.
Yeah.
So Keith Ocean come out, he said that he talked to JT officials, and now he welcomed everybody to the first ever cast in the case for
Yes.
So now it's interesting. So the rules are: climb up, get the briefcase. You have just like more people in there. So the participants, Keith Ocean was the first one announced. John Skinner. The return of CJ Storm, his first showdown. The return of the Phoenix Fusion, PJ Storm. We also have a debuting superstar who looked extra strong in this match tonight. We present Dan Rapture.
Yeah.
Then you have Maverick is there showdown with a match. And the last participant, and no other. He came out to the song and everything. The box office hit. Kevin Impact did one more match just for the fun of it. What happened if he had one? We will never know. This match started off really fast ping while the competitors, Impact being Impact, and I say Impact being a veteran in this match.
Yeah.
There were no rookies in this match, however, but Impact being the veteran, being here for like decades, then you had Skinner having the advantage. So Maverick was actually being very sneaky with this match. Uh, climbed up, climbed down, did whatever he can. Maverick was on a roll in this whole match, which was shocking. Well, not shocking, but Maverick was on a roll. However, Dan Rapture made his presence felt as he did his thing in his first ever match, especially having a big match like this at Showdown 5. So Impact is going to everything one final match to end it all. One final match. And Impact is doing everything he possibly could. Now, Skinner climbed up and everybody distracted by each other. Skinner climbed up and Skinner is the first ever briefcase winner. Casting the case briefcase winner. Think Skinner can now get an opportunity at the title, even a women's championship if you really want to. So watch out, Sophia. So Skinner can go for any title if he really wants to. Which means Skinner can go after the Hardcore Championship, or he can go after Shin. He can go after Ocean. He can go after Cerberus. He can go after Gorilla. It don't matter. They can go after the tag titles if he wanted to, by himself. So Skinner can now get an opportunity at any championship of his choosing. So we're gonna see how that goes, and I guess after this, I'm gonna say this. So we can go to opinions about the match, and ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the prestigious in history JTV Ultimate Showdown 5.
Hell yeah. Man, we've been talking for almost 4 hours.
Well, let's close the book. Let's get yours and mine.
Yes. Well, I'll obviously being the hardcore champion and John he's made it very clear that he wants that hardcore title. I mean, he could cash in on Mark. He could even betray Shenda and cash in on him. I'm not worried. I mean, John, he had an opportunity to beat me, and he couldn't get the job done. He is as talented as he is, but that's probably the only way he can beat me is by cashing in on me. But
Right.
see, go ahead, John. Cash in on me. I want to see what happens. Go ahead.
That's all you got?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting comments.
Yes.
All right. Closing this thing out. Before you close the show out, Colin, I want to just say, cash in the case is something me and Ocean talked about, and me and AJ talked about. I mean, it's just been thrown around. It's, been dissected so many times. It was just a matter of will we ever do it. And it was finally decided, Keith Ocean pushed it, and it was finally decided we was going to do it. I think all of us got an opportunity to really prove ourselves. I got a wonderful opportunity on my way out to work with young up and coming talent in JTV that have, I think I will talk shit about one of them though. There was one little asshole in the match that I took on. I think it was Dan. And when we was working, there was a spot we were supposed to do with a ladder. And I think I put him on the ladder and I was trying to make my way down to get him. And the little bastard went and got out of the way. And then I'm like, damn, I'm out here making you look good. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make me look good? Like, no. So, if there's anybody that I owe an ass whooping to come back to, it'd be Dan. But I do give him respect. He did his shit like everybody else. PJ Storm came back, wonderful performance. AJ Jenkins should have been in the match. We did talk about that over and over. We just wanted to surprise him with it and everybody. And it was a classic. Ocean, wish he wouldn't have gotten screwed. And John Skinner came out on top. What can I say? BKS guy. he got the job done. He's got that briefcase. He can cash in on any title he wants to, and he could pretty much cement his legacy in JTV now with the briefcase. You know, he great Ultimate Showdown 5. Great cash in the case. It was a wonderful weekend of wrestling, and just so much passion and love here. So I think somewhere around there pretty much about does it. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in and checking out and being a part of this. Hit that thumbs up, man. You know, and with that being said,
Subscribe.
it's on you, Colin.
Make sure you subscribe. This has been the Canadian Terminator, Colin Klein.
This is the Fallen Goat, AJ Jenkins.
Who? And well, Maverick's not here right now, so.
Yeah, fuck that.
Mm-mm.
Well, for Maverick, Colin Klein, Keith Ocean, and AJ Jenkins, I'm Kevin Impact. We're signing off.
Wait, Keith Ocean was supposed to be here.
Good
You're
fight.
fired, man.